Hello, everyone. Welcome to Newly Forged. I'm Jared. I will be your dungeon master tonight and every night, I suppose. Uh, we will be having Tanner coming in a little bit, so he'll be along shortly. But in the meantime, let's go around and do a quick round of hellos. And yeah, let everybody introduce themselves. Let's start down with Amber. Tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your character would like to do for their special someone. Whoever that is in whatever capacity.
Huh. Okay. I'm Amber Tanajaya. I play Greg, the Goblin Artificer. And, I got defect a bracelet. But I think really the thing that I want to do most is I want him to figure out who he is and why he is.
That's wonderful. Ah, here's Tanner.
Alright.
Hello, Tanner.
Sorry, I was getting alcohol.
That is totally okay.
Solid plan.
Cheers.
Approved. Great. That was wonderful. Thank you, Amber. How about Sarah? Why don't you go next?
Oh, hey, I'm Sarah, and I'm playing Olive, the half-orc druid. What she is doing for the special someone currently is storming the town and trying to get them free of the terrible bandits.
I like it.
It's resulting in a lot of unconsciousness and a lot of time spent face down at the moment, so I hope they appreciate it.
Absolutely. They must, right? How could they not?
This is part of her elaborate plan to have us do all the work for her.
Yep. Tanner, go ahead, introduce yourself, who you're playing, and what your character would do for a special someone.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
I didn't think that far ahead.
Nobody did. I believe in chaos and surprise.
It's not like we were prepped.
This is improv. Come on.
Yeah.
There's no prepping anything here.
Welcome to the Downtrodden Citizens Brigade. Hello.
My anxiety makes me prep things that then become useless. I'm Tanner. I'm playing Adis, the Human Ranger. And I would say Adis would try to either bring them back to life or try to fix what happened in the past.
Yeah, those are both valid. Moving on up to Matt.
I gotta step my answer game up. I'm Matt.
Fish.
I'm playing Spoot, the Turtle Cleric. I was gonna say, make them a nice fish dinner, but that just doesn't seem to hold.
Now it just seems flippant.
Yeah, that seems very flippant. Maybe go hiking and explore some cool trails with my special someone.
And go fishing.
And then go fishing.
All right. A nice romantic hike followed by romantic fishing. I love it.
What's more romantic? I don't know.
Nothing.
I'll wait.
Nothing could possibly be more romantic. And last but most certainly not least, Mike.
Hey everybody, it's Mike. I play Defect, the Warforged Barbarian. And what would Defect do for that special someone? Well, his special someone would be Grig. And I feel like he could go two ways. One, he would take his axe and just carve the initials onto a tree or a stone.
With an axe.
I was concerned where this was going.
Oh my god.
Perhaps in a more modern setting, Defect would have a map drawn of all the candy stores that would be selling their discounted candy after the official love holiday of New Year's.
I feel like we would need some lesser restorations ready for that.
Yep.
Yeah.
As Grig is gorged out on chocolate.
I'm here with my heart-shaped discount peppermint patties.
Yeah, I rated the discount too. That's going to be my stress break.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I had nothing else to do at 1 a.m. yesterday, so yeah, I was totally at Dwayne Reed.
Yep.
I didn't think of that when I passed the CVS today. God damn it.
Yep.
Opportunity missed.
Afternoon.
I know.
Monday afternoon, straight to the drain weed.
Newly Forged, bringing you D&D and cheap candy options. Two very important things. Well, that all being said, let's dive right in. And alcohol, also Good, provided our viewers are of age. Then that's okay.
Of course, of course.
Well, indeed, let's dive right in and find out where we're going to go today. It's going to be wonderful.
Where?
Yeah, where
Are
we're
we dead yet?
Yes. Last time on Nuuli Forged, the party saw Olive taken out in a scuffle from their vantage point looking into the town of Southbrook, which has apparently been overtaken by a group of bandits called the Red Crows. They decided that they needed to act quickly to save her, attempting to use guile to enter the main gate. The guards saw through their clever ruse, however, and a battle ensued. The party managed to breach the gates, but the enemies did manage to get off one single horn blast, alerting their counterparts that they were in trouble. Reinforcements did arrive, but our heroes managed to cut them down with brutal efficiency, Defect turning many of them into dust with his axe, Matter's Bane. Sneaking quickly through the town, the party managed to take out 2 additional patrols before finding their way to what appears to be the town hall. Adis, having used a locate object spell to find Olive's stuff, hopes that she will be with her stuff in this building. He snuck to a window and managed to find an empty room with a side door to the outside. The party has snuck in, picking the lock and opening the door into the next room, and that's where we pick up now. All of you have entered into our little room here, and you are opening the door. I believe Adis was opening the door for Defect.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Great. Well, so Defect, the door is opened. Adis kind of takes a step back, allows you to look through, and you see before you a guy in red and brown leathers, holding a dagger, kind of cleaning his teeth, leaning against what appears to be some kind of desk. He immediately turns when the door opens in surprise and sees you there.
Mm-hmm.
And all he does is shout, "Shit! We got trouble!"
God damn it.
Rose.
And we're going to need to roll some initiatives.
Yep. Nope. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So,
Of course.
let's bring y'all over.
Wow.
Let's just
first
get it
roll.
out of the way now.
First roll of the night, huh?
Starting off
Nice.
strong.
Wonderful
Yeah.
here.
Everything is black.
Yep, I was gonna say, look at a lovely black square.
Oh God,
Oh wait, there I am.
that's 2 of us.
There's so many
Alright.
books.
Everything's black because I'm unconscious. That makes sense.
Can
Yep.
we just wait a minute? Oh my. Look at those
Yep.
initiatives.
Yeah.
I guess you will be waiting a minute.
High five, Greg.
Ha!
Wow.
Way to start the session off strong, guys.
I just think
Not the
this
worst.
whole mission is cursed, and we're just gonna leave. Because this was just like last week.
Yeah, think about it. How well do we know
Wow.
Olive?
Wow, everybody has done so well in,
I know.
in some initiative rolls.
This is like how we started off with our persuasion and deception last.
Oh, somebody has a
Yes.
17. That must be the guy.
Sarah.
What?
Oh wait, never mind. I put that up.
I'm
I'll speak. Nope.
unconscious. I don't get to roll initiative. I have no initiative. I'm unconscious.
It's true, you are currently unconscious. So hopefully we will be able to remedy that sooner than later. All right. So after this yell, the first thing that happens is charging through this other door. Another individual steps out into the room, sees Defect, and throws 2 daggers.
Ooh. Oh, what did I just do?
That is a 14 and a 9 to hit you, Defect. I don't
No, they
think.
bounce off of me.
Yeah,
Bounce off.
the daggers ping pong pong bounce right off of you. No problem whatsoever. And that brings us, Defect, to your turn.
So with that, I'm gonna charge into this room.
Actually, hold on 1 minute. I may have misspoke.
Was there someone else?
Yep. One more person comes through these doors up here in the other side of the room. And also kind of just runs in and takes up a position holding a dagger and throwing two of the daggers at you. Actually, from here. That is a 17 to hit and a natural 1.
Bouncing off my chest again.
Yep, so the other one bounces off your chest, ends up becoming over excited about the dagger, and takes a bit of damage as they cut themselves on it, and they're like, damn it! Now, Defect, it is your turn.
Great. I am going to. I'll just go down to the closest. This guy right here.
Mhm.
We'll do reckless attack.
Yeah. A 16 will hit
Okay.
for 5 points of damage.
And second attack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
Oh.
Well, you said
Well, you were reckless, so the 17 hits.
Right, I saw that red number, and I. Yeah.
God, there's so many nat ones already.
It's going to be great. I
It's
love
gotta end eventually, right?
Yeah, it's a good sign, right? It's like having a bad dress rehearsal.
All right.
Sure.
I'll then slide over to here, and I'll end my turn.
All right. That brings us to Adis.
All right. I'm
Greg,
going
you are
to,
on deck.
Peek out the doorway.
Yeah.
I will. Let's do bandana guy, or hey, mask guy. That
Yep.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Bandana guy.
Yeah.
Bandana man.
Yeah. He is wearing something.
Okay.
Danowitz. Dan Branowitz.
Dan bandana. Damn it!
A 25 will hit.
For 13.
All right.
Damn it! Force damage. Second shot.
Mm-hmm.
27
Also hits.
for.
Another 4 points.
Oh, I was like, that looks weird, but that was just that. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So you fire 2 arrows sinking deep into this person. It hurts them, but they're still looking angrily in your direction. Greg.
I'm just gonna step
Yep.
back behind the bookcase again.
Okay, great. Yeah. Greg, it is your turn.
Well, Greg is gonna inch up and just peek out the doorway, and I guess shoot that one with my firebolt.
All right. Go for it.
15.
Which one? This one? This guy? Yeah, 15 will hit. Oh, that guy. Yeah.
I clicked that guy.
Yep, 15 hits. Go for it.
Great.
Just barely, but yeah.
That and my D8 of love and destruction.
For 19 points of fire damage from Greg.
Boom. A flame. And
Mm-hmm.
my little cannon is gonna do. It's a healing cannon right now. I guess it's gonna do its little thing.
All
Who
right.
would that reach? It would just reach us. Where did Oh, I can't see him because he's around the corner, can't I?
Yep.
Yeah, he's.
He's in
I mean,
another
I-
room around the corner from you.
Right.
Yeah, he's 15 feet away.
Yeah, my little cannon is gonna do its pew pew to be protector mode. See if we can get 8. If you have fewer than 8 temporary hit points and you're in range, which I think is Adis and Spoot and me, unfortunately, not Defect.
Correct. All right. Next up,
The end.
this guy here with Defect is looking really rough, but he's going to try to scimitar him anyway. That's a 19 to hit
That hits.
for 2 points of slashing damage. All right. The next thing that you hear in the hallway, "We got intruders!" And then rushing out from these double doors is another individual in red and brown leather armor who only sees Defect and so brings up a crossbow and fires at Defect with a 10. Bouncing off the edge of your axe, it goes pa-ching, flying into the door.
So not an inside weapon.
My name should
hey.
be
You know?
Your name should be what?
Deflect.
Hey, there it is. Boom.
Yikes.
Pun we've been waiting for.
The Warforged ninja.
All right.
Not an inside weapon.
Next up, we have Spoot.
Spoot's gonna do an investigation check on the bookshelf. No, joking. But I'm tempted. I can see this gentleman, I think, here. No?
You
Or
can
is he
see him.
too
You
much-
can see him.
Yeah, if you can see him, you
Yeah.
can see him.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna...
So I see no gentleman.
I'm gonna hit... Jinkies, I can't find my monocle. Spoot would wear a monocle. I'm gonna cast some Sacred Flame on him.
All right. He's going to make a dexterity saving throw.
Well, I really hope he fails.
He rolls a 6.
Yay!
That is some nice radiant damage.
That's
Yeah.
about
Doing,
time.
not to curse it, but your sacred flame hasn't been sucking.
Yeah, you obliterate him with divine fire. He goes down.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and tell the rest of your friends to come out so we don't have any more surprises. I call out from the other
Vengeful.
room. And with that, I'm going to... Nope. Well, okay. I'm going to stand
Please
here.
it miss.
Now I can see who else is in the room.
All right.
Finished.
Okay. Next up, we have our friends here. Let's just check something. Okay, great. Yeah. They're both going to move in around Defect and start laying into you. They each pull out a scimitar. Ooh, the first attack is a natural 20 to hit for
Okay.
13 points of slashing damage. The second attack is an 18 to hit
That hits.
for 7 points of slashing damage. And then he pulls out another dagger. He's got like a whole bandolier of daggers. And he stabs at you with the dagger. That's a 22 to hit for another 4 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
The other guy pulls out his scimitar. That's a 24 to hit
Okay.
for 8 points of slashing damage. A 21 to hit for 5 points of slashing damage. And another dagger. That's a 13 to hit. So that one
That-
misses.
But I took a beating. All right.
Yeah, they came in and just like tore you up. So next thing that happens, you just hear a raging roar kind of echoing down the hallway and thundering footsteps. And you see another individual just kind of charge in. This individual is just looking angry. He's got a big axe,
He
like
looks pissed.
yeah, he's got a big axe. He looks just like Defect. He's got a big bushy beard, kind of like just furs over him with
Right.
a kind of insignia stitched over it. But yeah, he is charged in and heads right over to this door and can just manage to get inside. But that's all that he can do. Defect, it is your turn.
Whew. All right. I'm a little bit PO, so I'm going to rage.
Yeah.
And I will reckless attack again on this one, the bandana person.
All right, go for it. 23 will absolutely hit for a solid 7.
Right. And do it again. Once roll 20 catches up.
21 will also hit for a solid 18 points of slashing damage. Very nice. Anything else, Defect?
That's all I can do. So
All right.
no, that's it.
That brings us to Adis. Adis, this large, angry man has just charged in wielding a great axe. And you definitely also heard Defect taking a beating out in the other room.
I'm panicking.
Is that an
Alright.
action?
Yeah.
It's a free action.
I'll let that... No, that's not an action to panic. That's just,
That's a reaction.
No, it's
Take
a
it mine.
free action.
It's a free action.
Don't waste my reactions. I am going to planar warrior and bring up my latch blade
Okay, yeah, totally.
since I am flanking with Grig.
Yeah, you are.
15.
A 15 will hit.
Yes.
Yeah, he's big, he's
Nine.
densely muscled, but he's not wearing a lot of armor.
9 force
All right, great. I love it.
with a natural 20
Nice.
for an additional
Plus.
8 force damage.
All right. Cool. I don't think it rolled the additional d6 for your crit, so go ahead, roll another d6.
It says, yeah, it says 6 and a 2. No?
It did.
Oh, yeah, it did roll. I see it. Yep. Okay, yep. Aha. All right, cool. Great. Wonderful. Cool. Anything else, Adis? Greg, it is up to you.
Well, Greg is going to screw it. Firebolt a straight roll because flanking
Yep.
at the guy who's in front of my face. 23.
23 will hit.
Good. Oh, that was a terrible damage roll plus my d8 though. So 11.
11 points of fire damage. Very nice.
Help defect.
Yep. And then my little cannon and I are going to bonus action disengage, go bloop,
Yep.
bloop. 5, 10, 15. Oop. No, move. Why can't I move forward now?
Oh, because you were selected on the other side of the wall.
Oh, gotcha. Weird. 15, 20, 25, 30. So me and my cannon are going to just sprint over onto this side.
All right.
Actually, we'll go right here.
Does that mean we lose the...
You still have the 8 temporary HP, but you won't get any additional ones. But
Right, okay.
you used your bonus action to disengage, right? So does that mean
Yep.
the protector does not fire this turn?
Correct. I am not having it fire.
All right, cool.
At the
All
moment.
right. Next up, we have one dead guy and this other guy who just saw a little goblin streak around.
Oops. Put me there. Yep,
So
that's me.
Yep. So he's gonna come on in at you.
Does the disengage? Never mind. He's coming to me. Never mind.
Yeah, it's his turn now. He's coming to you to attack.
Yeah.
He's totally allowed to do that.
Yeah,
I'm still
no, I'm
disengaged.
just,
You
my
can't
brain is melting.
And he rolls a 21 to hit.
Very, very hits.
And hits you for 4 points of slashing damage with
Sure,
his scimitar.
Sure.
Other things happen. Great. Wonderful. Spoot, it is up to you, mon friend of the turtle variety.
Oh boy, says Spoot when he sees the barbarian enter the room. Can I see how well he's doing? Medicinally?
You can absolutely take a medicine check to see how that guy's hurt. He's injured a bit. Yeah, he looks like he's not close to death, but he's hurt.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, we'll take a chance. I'm going to use Sacred Flame on him.
All right, go for it. He will make
That's
a
almost max.
dexterity saving throw and fails with a 6.
Whoo!
So he takes 15 points of radiant damage. Your divine fires swirl around him, and the little turtles kind of like swim through his beard and everything. And he roars in anger and defiance. He looks annoyed.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. I'm gonna kind of like bang on my shield a little bit and try to like, make myself look slightly larger. And,
Okay, you have
Love
drawn his attention.
And I'm gonna wink.
Congratulations.
I'm gonna do a subtle wink to Adis.
So subtle.
When I do, I'm like, yeah. And
Yeah.
then I'm gonna step over here and take it.
All right.
Whatever's coming next. Oh, actually, sorry. I forgot what I was going to do last round. Let me double check something.
Yes. Do you have a bonus action you would like to do?
Yes, I do have a bonus action I would like to do, and I don't have to see him according to this, so that's good. I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on Defect.
Great. Yeah. Cool.
In hindsight, I might have just wasted that, but anyway.
Yeah. I mean, you heard him making a lot of painful noises, so cool. All right. You're concentrating on that for the next 10 minutes. Next up, we have our burly guys over here trying to take out Defect. This first one is going to swing his scimitar. That is a 20 to hit for 8 points of slashing damage. What's your new AC with the +2?
20.
Okay, so it does hit. So you only take 4 instead of 8 because you're now raging.
Right.
Second attack is only a 16 to hit, so that one misses. Comes in with the dagger. Oof, that's a natural 20 to hit.
Jesus Christ.
For 6 points reduced to 3.
This is just enough to knock me
Oh, all right.
fall.
In an unusual display, Defect falls unconscious and prone on the ground. Rage disappearing. Which is enough for the next one to turn towards Greg and swing twice with his scimitar. That is a 17 to hit for 7 slashing damage and an 8 to hit, which misses.
Does not hit.
And he then tries to poke you with a dagger for a 21 to hit.
That hits.
For another 5 points of piercing damage.
Oh, that's good. It's great. It's great.
This guy then moves up to the door, but this guy's blocking his way, so he's just kind of stuck there. Which it is now our friendly neighborhood angry guy's turn. And he just loses his stuff and goes full ham on Adis. It looks like he's not paying attention to any kind of bodily concern. You've pissed him off. That's a 17 to hit Adis for 12 points of slashing damage. And then a 14 to hit.
Oh, that misses.
Nice. Cool.
Adis, I'm so sorry. I really tried to draw his attention.
That's fine. It's fine.
I don't understand. I'm
Great.
like, hey, hit me, big guy.
Great. Defect, I need you to make a death saving throw, please.
No. Don't do that. Don't do that.
But he has to.
Sorry.
But he must. Oof, that's a 2. That is 1 failure.
At least it wasn't a 1.
That is
I
very
know.
true. Oof. All right. Adis, it is your turn. You have just been slashed by a great axe.
I have. I'm just gonna attack him because I don't really have anything else I can do.
Okay.
Spit in his eye.
/1. Dirty 20. Sorry, 23.
23 definitely will hit. Yep.
9 damage.
All right. You lay into him for 9 damage.
Natural 20.
That will absolutely hit.
For another 9 damage.
All right. Yeah, you're cutting deep into his skin through the few bits of hide he's got covering him, but he's still going crazy.
Does it look like it's hurting him the normal amount?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you are cutting his skin and through his armor, so yeah. He's being hurt.
So I don't know if you threw a bear totem at us.
We don't know. All right,
The description was a little.
that brings us to Greg.
Greg is going to scooch their little butt over here, which doesn't leave anybody's combat range, which is swell. And reach over and scream, "Defect!" Cast some Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Yeah.
Doing it. Are you fucking
Oh my
kidding
god.
me?
Wow.
Kidding me?
All
So
right.
that's a thing that just happened.
Well, wow.
I mean, 11's more than he had before,
Yeah.
I
but
mean, yes.
Yeah,
But
so
seriously?
you are no longer unconscious, Defect. You have 11 hit points.
And bonus action.
However, your rage did expire because you went unconscious.
Right, I know.
we just need Defect to have rage beyond death. Or what is it?
Yeah, you need
the
to hit that
persistent
point.
range?
Persistent rage. Yeah.
Persistent rage.
Yeah.
And my little chomper is gonna pew pew, and so we get 10 more temporary hit points, Defect and I.
All right. So, Defect, you have 10 temporary hit points on top of that. And Greg, your 8 has been replaced with 10.
And
I
are we
had
out of
0.
range?
All right,
because
you had
I'd
0
been hit a
because you
bunch.
had got hit. That's true.
A
Sorry
lot.
about that.
Yeah.
No.
I am only alive because of temporary hit points, more
All
or
right.
less.
Well, speaking of temporary hit points,
Yeah.
the dude bro right next to you here in the fancy hood and leather armor swings his scimitar at you once again with a 20 to hit for a slashing 2 points of damage as they
Oh,
cut
thank
across your shoulder, and it's like, ow! And they're like, haha, fall goblin!
And I flip him off.
Right.
Just a paper cut.
He will remember that and aim for your finger next time. Spoot, it is up to you.
Do you have that sweet inflict wounds?
What you got, Spoot?
Listen, I don't want to talk anymore about the spells that I didn't prepare, okay?
We were supposed to sleep on it, and then we had
Just-
to go in.
Just lay off me. And I also already used my baton of morale too today.
Yep.
Boo-hoo.
You can
Okay.
still smack him.
It's
I
still
am
a
gonna
weapon.
Still smack 'em. I know. It's still blunt,
Yeah, you have
And,
advantage.
and I'm gonna use it.
An 18 will hit for 8
Could've been.
points of bludgeoning damage.
That's a solid swing.
Yeah,
Could've been
you
worse.
get him right in the back of the jaw, and he like
I
turns
said,
towards you.
hit me.
All right, cool.
Pick on somebody your own size.
Anything else, Spoot?
Things are getting dicey. Yes.
Shield of
No.
Faith is still active on Defect, though, right? Just
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he's still
Correct.
got that shield around him.
I'm gonna have to wait for now.
All right.
That's it.
Next up, this person enters the library, scoots around. Adis, you do get an attack of opportunity as they flitter through their allies' space.
Would this be at advantage because he is passing between me and Spoot?
I'm going to say it happens too quickly for you to really get advantage out of it.
Okay. So this is just going to be straight piercing.
hmm
17.
Well, slashing, but yeah, that hits.
Oh yeah, slashing. So it'd just be 9 slashing.
All right, yeah, they take the hit. But they still go up to the turtle because the guy with the axe is going ham on you, so they're going to trust them to do that. So
Tried.
so that is a 16 and a 17 to hit with the scimitar, which I believe does not hit you.
No, it does not.
All right. And
Bounces
then
off my shell.
comes in with the dagger with a 23 to hit.
That does hit.
Yeah, that offhand dagger jabs right into you for 6 points of piercing damage. And go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw. DC 10.
You just had to hit me, didn't you? Ha.
But no problem. You barrel through it. You're a tough old turtle. You got
You're
this.
gonna need a bigger dagger, sir.
Don't
That's
tell
not
him
a
that.
knife.
It's hard to tell their gender, actually. But yeah.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Sorry to him.
Yep. But yeah.
Genuinely.
Next up is the angry guy with the axe, who just lays a big slash towards Adis, but can't hit him with a 14. Adis is too dodgy.
For once.
Yeah.
Neener.
Next up,
Like,
I missed somebody. This fellow, does he notice that Defect is alive on the ground?
Wasn't moving.
Yeah, but with a 14, I'm going to say he noticed. He has advantage on the attacks, but you still have the Shields of Faith around you, so.
Right.
So a 17 does not hit, a 16 does not hit, and an 18 does not hit. Because of the Shield of Faith. So he was ineffective. Defect, it is now your turn.
Oh my god, I'm gonna stand up.
Yeah, you are.
Be furiously reckless in this attack and attack that guy right next to me.
Go for it. 18 will hit.
18
Yeah.
damage. Second attack for 23, 14 points.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is he dead yet?
He's still up.
Oh my god.
He is still up. Next, we have Adis.
I am going to just keep hacking away at this damn barbarian.
Yeah. Go for it. Make your
18.
attack. An 18 will hit.
15 force damage. Oops. Oh, okay. 23.
Oops, I hope.
Oh, yeah. Ignore that, I think. 23.
23 points of damage.
No.
Wow.
To hit.
Oh.
How much damage on the first attack?
The first attack was 15. Second attack damage is 7.
All right. Well, your first attack killed him.
Oh. Okay. That
So-
works.
Someone else.
Then I will go down and attack the... Oh, my roll 20 is connection broken.
Minus 2.
Yes,
Mine
mine has
too.
2.
I'm
Reload?
refreshing.
Or... Yeah, okay. That's a good idea.
All right. Well, while we do this,
Do you want me to reroll?
Refresh and resize.
it's okay. We'll just see what happened with that little hiccup here.
Yeah, the last thing it shows me is
It is defect, but
yeah.
I am fine with you having successfully killed that guy. He only had 5 hit points left, so.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Do you want me to
so
reroll
he's
second attack against the new guy, the new bandit?
Yeah, if you want to move over there, you can make an attack.
Yes. Alright. So this one's just going to be slashing because I didn't plan our warrior him.
Right.
Again.
24
24 will hit.
for 5 slashing.
All right. They take 5 points of slashing damage. Greg, that brings us to you.
So I've reconnected, but I've lost all sight. I can't see anything on the map. And no selecting, weirdly.
It should come back because the same thing happened to me, but it did come back.
Oh, there it is. Oh, wait, no, you're refreshing. Oh, okay, great.
There you go.
Fantastico, thank you.
Wonderful. See.
My little cannon and I are going to scooch back over here so that there's some free advantage going on.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna just play it safe and firebolt that guy.
All right, go ahead.
26.
26 will hit, absolutely.
Yes.
For
Yes.
16 fire
plus
damage.
3.
Plus another 3.
A D8.
Wonderful.
I want an extra D8.
You got to be an
Well,
artificer for that.
Yeah. I made my magical arcane firearm hammer wand.
Yeah.
And my little chomper is gonna send out some temporary HP again. If you have less than 10 defect, you get to go to 10.
Yep.
And we're still out of range on that.
You
I'm
are
guessing.
still out of
Yep, you are
range.
still out of range.
Darn it.
All right.
Oh, you know what? If I were SMRT, yeah, it's too late now.
Next up, our friend here.
Friend.
You
Next-
fine, friend.
Next to Greg, goes ahead and attacks with his scimitar. That is a 16 to hit.
Yep.
For 7 points of slashing damage.
Right.
And that is
We
his
should
turn.
probably leave one of them alive.
Spoot, it is your turn.
Funny enough, I was going to mess and check to see which one had less health, but I think I know the answer to that. So, Spoot's going to try to hit this guy with his baton of morale.
Non-lethal. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Oh, that's really sad.
Yeah, an 8 does not hit. They dodge right out of the way of your big old wand. Baton
just gonna kind of
club thing. It's a mace.
Yeah. I'm just gonna, my eyes are gonna go kind of big and I'm gonna go, oops.
All right.
And I think that's it. I'm gonna yell out to Greg, how are you doing in there?
All right. Next up.
That's what it sounds like.
Next up, the two individuals. One goes after Defect again. 2 scimitar strikes. That's an 18 and a 21. The 21 deals 9 points of slashing damage. And the dagger is a 19, which thankfully Shields of Faith blocks. Oh, I forgot they could do that. Oh well. They're in the middle of battle. They didn't notice. The other one turns back towards you, Adis, since you just stabbed them. 2 scimitar attacks, both miss. And a dagger that also misses. Did not roll above a 10 for their attacks. So, gotta get that. Other guy is dead. Defect, it is your turn.
Sweet, reckless attack against that
You don't
guy.
need to. You don't need to.
Oh, that's right. I don't need to.
Greg's like,
Sorry, I'm so used to
Not-
this thing.
Remember, this is the thing. We practice this.
Not lethal.
20 for 10 points of damage.
Yep, that will hit.
All right, and he's still up, I guess, huh? So
He's still up. He looks rough, but yeah.
2 for 14 points.
All right, you slam into him yet again, breaking his scimitar as he attempts to block you, and you cleave down into his chest, and you feel your axe vibrate in your hands in a familiar fashion.
Let's do it. Dust.
All right, this individual turns to dust on the ground.
And then I'll go around the table here. Boop, boop, boop. And end my turn right there.
Okay. Adis, it is your turn.
Okay. I would like to slash more non-lethally this time on the
All right.
guy in front of us.
Yeah, targeting non-vital areas, sure.
Yes. 25.
25 will hit, yep.
Gross. 8.
All right, they are still up.
25.
25 will hit again.
4.
They're still up.
God damn it.
They look pretty rough, but they're still holding their ground against you.
Just go unconscious.
They're like, they look at you. They're like, "No, you go unconscious."
I said it
No,
first.
you.
Devolves into a kindergarten argument.
Queuing in there. Somebody
Greg,
die.
it is your turn.
Greg is gonna. F it. Adis hasn't said any of this out loud, so I'm gonna firebolt the person in front of me.
Yeah, that's fair.
As far as I can tell, it's been Tanner telling us.
Yep.
Is this true, Tanner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. 21.
didn't-
Ooh,
didn't
nat
wink.
20 because of advantage flanking.
Except it goes away because it's a
Oh,
ranged
right,
attack.
it's a straight roll. That's right. Right. That's fine. It still hits. I don't care.
Damn. Yeah, it totally hits.
4
For 4
plus
points.
a d8. Oh,
For
that's
5.
Oh my god.
Oh.
How
All right.
terrible.
So you reach out and a little like spark of flame like gets them like right in their elbow and they're like, "Ow, you son of a goblin!"
That's-
Accurate.
yeah.
It's true.
Great. Anything else, Greg?
It's gonna do its thing. So if you have fewer than 9 defect, you get
All
9.
right, 9.
All right.
Oh, so it's attack rolls though. That's terrible.
That
Yeah.
was truly depressing.
All right. The one in between Defect and Greg is going to attempt to scimitar Greg again.
Yep.
That's a 22 to hit for 7 points of slashing damage.
Literally, thank goodness for temporary hit points.
Would that have killed you if not for
It
them?
would have killed me. Yeah.
Wonderful.
No.
I love
Don't tell him that.
it.
I
Good
can't help
nat
it. I'm
20
so
the
glad.
next hit.
Spoot, it is your turn.
Oh gosh, I'm getting nervous because I hear bad agony sounds from the next room.
Mostly swearing.
Yeah, the other room
Some of it
sounds a
in
lot
Goblin.
of... You've heard screams and all kinds of stuff, yeah.
When
It's
when
like-
Adis just hears the swearing in Goblin, he's just like, oh, Jesus.
What are they saying? What are they saying?
You don't want to know.
Oh, it's colorful.
They're 5. They got it. They got it.
I didn't know you could do that to somebody.
Your ears fall off and your innards be pulled through them and your mother eat your gizzards with your aunt's permission.
You just hear this long rant, Adis clutches his pearls.
Does Ada speak Goblin?
on you! I bite myself and you! Accustomed to your fate, may your bum have boiled.
As Greg is going off, what are you doing, Spoot? You're just hearing a stream of guttural nonsense from the other room.
If I miss this next attack roll, it's gonna be because I'm just so distracted from the commotion next door.
Well, you have advantage.
It'll be really sad.
no.
Would I have noticed that Adis was attempting to not kill this person?
Well, what's your passive insight? Let me take a look here.
18.
With an
10 times
18, I'm going to say, yeah. You've been able to suss out that indeed, for whatever reason, Ada seems to be going for non-vital areas.
Okay, I'm gonna like raise my eyebrows and give him another subtle wink, and
Yeah.
You stop doing that.
it like twitches, and then I'm gonna try to non-lethal attack the COVID person.
Adis, you feel uncomfortable. A natural 20 will hit. Yeah, they can't do anything about it.
Go
I got it.
Spoot.
2 crit damage. Woo-hoo.
All right. So you whack her in the side of the head, but not in the temple, so as to not kill them. And she falls to the ground unconscious.
Is this what you wanted? Because you're gonna need to watch them now, and I'm gonna turn to step into the room here and see what the heck is going on.
Yeah. You see Greg and Defect on either side of another individual.
Is it too much to ask to medicine check and see who's the most hurt?
Sure, you can do that. They're both in pretty rough shape, honestly. with a 16. Like, Defect is really low, and Greg is really low as well. They're fairly comparable.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is not going according to plan. Great. I'm gonna cast Healing Word as a 2nd level spell on Defect Barbarian.
Okay.
For only 10? Wow, that's disappointing.
Oh,
At least one of them wasn't in that one.
one of them
One
was
of
an
them
at
actually
one.
was in that one. That's why
Oh,
it's
yeah,
a
no, internally, you're right.
That 1 and a 4.
Polar
Oh, boy.
opposites. These dice are just like either like us or hate us tonight. There's like no
Yeah.
middle ground.
All right.
This is not going
Well-
according to plan. Okay.
Well, you have regained 10 more actual hit points, which is great, Defect. Because Defect, it is
Get him,
now
Rocky.
your turn.
I mean, Defect.
Swing for 17 to hit.
17 will hit
11 to damage.
for 11 points of damage. That hurt him a lot, but he's still up.
Swing again for 19.
Yeah,
8 points of damage.
you cut into him, and you feel your axe vibrate once again.
Dust.
All right.
I want him to turn to dust.
Yeah.
All we are is dust in
As
the
your
wind.
axe like slices halfway through him, you feel that vibration, and you will it, and you see the little bits of dust begin to flake off as you tear through the rest of the body. It becomes a pile of ashy dust. Psh.
You just hear sneezing in the other room.
Yeah, one big sneeze and then a, nice.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to get masks for when we're around Defect killing things.
Yeah. So that indeed ends your combat here. You have an unconscious individual real quick here, Adis.
Yes. Greg,
What?
can you help me tie someone up?
I guess so. Hang on. I'll have my protector out. Can I have it go one more time? Is that kosher?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it for the duration. It's got an hour. 6.
Okay, great.
Great. Yeah, what? I'm tying somebody up?
Well, I kept someone alive because I want to know where Olive is, because it doesn't look like she's in this immediate vicinity.
Okay. Oh, I'm moving Spook, but not meaning to. All right, cool. Fine. I'll come help tie up. Also, I feel like crap. So any fixing of that would be great. I don't have much like left in the tank.
I don't have
I,
healing magic.
Do you have any
Yes.
potions though?
I have a berry.
I'm
Don't you? Don't you have those berries from the forest?
yeah. No, they gotta be put in a potion. Come on, were you
Oh.
not paying attention?
No, I was kind of just not really there.
Yeah, I guess you did seem kind of like absent in a weird way.
I was having Spellstorm flashbacks.
I can heal you, Greg. I'm running very low on reserves, but it looks like it's necessary.
I mean, yeah, I got maybe 2 spells left in me, and I'm not sure if like healing myself right now is really the way to go with those.
All right. Here we go. I'm going to whisper some Aquan.
Hey, thanks.
Great.
So
Right.
that feels good, even though it kind of tickled my ear. Why did you?
Did it sound like the ocean?
Maybe it mostly tickled. Sorry, guy.
Grig, you take 8 healing damage.
I haven't
Great.
practiced my Aquan lately. Not supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll help you tie him up. Whoever
Okay.
this person is.
Cool. Go ahead. You can make a sleight of hand check. With advantage if you are doing it.
Doesn't matter.
Irrelevant.
12
They're
and
both
12.
12s.
All right, yeah, you tie this person up. You're pretty confident in your not making
Okay.
abilities.
Do
I'm
we want to double check anything? No, they feel confident.
I mean, I'm
I was
not
too late to
very
offer
partial
guidance.
to letting any of these people live. I just need information.
Yeah, that's fair. We've been
I'm-
wandering around blindly enough.
Yeah, I mean, we got a general direction, but It's been a bit. I'm gonna pop a good berry in their mouth and then kind of like slap them awake.
Yeah. Okay, you pop a good berry in, and they come back to consciousness. And they're looking at you. They are definitely like a ragged-looking individual. They're fairly thin, hard to determine gender, but they appear to be human.
Where's the half orc?
You'll have to be more specific.
The female one who came in here, she's a druid. She was an animal, and then probably not.
Locked up.
Where?
They don't respond. They just kind of look at you and kind of smirk.
So all of your friends are dead. We've killed at least 15 of you.
That's not all of us.
It doesn't matter. All of you will die. Just tell us where she is.
You don't have any idea who you're dealing with, do you?
You don't either.
They look at you kind of up and down. And they don't seem to be able to, like, register that you are dangerous people. They probably think you just got lucky.
I mean,
But-
we broke in through your front gate. We killed everybody at the front gate. We killed everybody in the town square. We just came in here and killed all of your friends and knocked you unconscious.
All right, you're good. I'll give you that.
Where's the half orc?
Locked up.
Where?
Make an intimidation check. Assuming you're being intimidating. Otherwise, it's a
elbow
persuasion
defect.
check.
Yeah, if we
I mean, I could point to defect. This man just turned 2 of your companions and several outside into dust. You'd be next if you don't cooperate.
I'll feed you some.
Ooh.
Oh, that got dark.
-1 charisma. Let's go.
The goblin is awakening in me.
Okay,
14,
so
or a
14.
natural 20.
14's
Do you get-
respectable.
do you
They
get
look at
14?
you and they're like, it doesn't matter. You don't get it. We're all dead.
All right,
I
then.
help you, I'm dead. You don't know who runs this.
I'm sure we're going to find out.
Who runs it? Says Spoot, kind of sheepishly.
They turn their head, they look at you. Tell you what, I'll tell you whatever you want to know. You just gotta let me go.
You tell us what we want to know first.
Well, yeah.
Let you go after we kill your boss.
Look, I don't care what you do, as long as I get to go free after I tell you what I know.
That's fine. Tell us what we want to know.
Great. There's a half orc chained up outside in the outdoor yard, and there's one thrown locked away in one of the holding cubbies in the back of the room through that wall, indicating the direction of the double doors that the people charged through in the next room. And if you can take out Lakama, well, go for it. She's tough though.
Does that name ring any bells to me?
Make a history check.
Is Lakama
21.
It does not ring any bells to you. Nope.
How many of their total are you in this village?
There's got to be between 30 and 50, I guess. Or at least that's how many were left here. You
All
see,
right.
our boss took a good portion of people on his next on his next adventure.
All right. Do you guys have any questions?
You said she, as in Lakama, and then your boss was a he. They different people?
Obviously.
Tell me more, or I'm gonna feed you some of your friend's dust.
I grab a fistful and hold it near his face. Or their face.
They just kind of look at you with this weird, like, what the hell are you talking about look on their face. They're like, what? You've never heard of, like, an organization that has people above other people? If you're in charge, you leave someone you can trust in charge when you can't be there. It's not that
That's
hard to
not
figure
what I
out.
mean. I mean, tell me more about the local boss versus this big boss. Where is Lakama? Also, where is your big boss here, who is left in charge while your other big boss left?
Well,
I'm
the
deciding who to
one in
kill
charge here is Lakama. She's got the ear of the big boss.
In a box?
She's got she's a toughie. She's a sicko. She's a psychopath. You really don't want to mess with Lakama. But Oligar, that guy, he is a hulking Goliath who will tear you apart. He'll tear through you like he's torn through this town and countless other caravans.
Is he actually a Goliath? Are you being literal?
Yeah.
Oh. Spook said.
He's like 8 feet tall, gray skin, black tattoos. Of course he's a Goliath. What else would he be?
Um,
An Earth Ganassi?
Good question.
Never seen one of those.
Definitely not a goblin.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, you want Lakama? Go for her. You'll die.
I have to ask.
She's held up in the tavern. Can't miss her. Angry, surly dwarf with a battle axe.
That sounds like someone I am anxious to meet. I do have to ask, why are you doing this exactly? You know, this seems pointless, this lifestyle, doesn't it?
Dude, she's a bandit.
I mean, it's profitable when you weren't here.
Yeah, but listen, I didn't do this for the money, but we're simple adventurers. No, we're not simple adventurers. We're badass warrior adventurers, and I wink at everyone really awkwardly.
All right.
But well, I mean, you know, we make enough money to live, and we don't have to resort to this sort of lifestyle where you might end up dead because you're doing something wrong.
Yeah? How many times have you all died?
Well, we haven't. All I'm saying is there are more choices out there. If we let you go, I'm just asking you to consider that. If we see you again on the roads acting as a bandit, we're not going to spare you the next time.
I'm
Hey,
just gonna look at Greg and
You
a
let
goblet.
me go, and you won't see me again here. I promise, all right?
I'm gonna look at Greg.
No,
Can we let her go in Goblin? Can we let her go into the portals that I open?
That sounds like fun.
Pardon me.
insight check on the goblin speak.
Sure, go for it. With a 21, you're pretty sure that they are talking about something in Goblin.
You're up to something. I know it. I just can't prove it because I can't speak your language.
I
Can't
have
prove
no
it
evidence
negative.
whatsoever, just my past experience with you two.
So
Oh,
continuing
okay.
in Goblet, Greg, should we throw this person into the portal, or maybe we can get rid of the big boss by throwing her in?
Yes.
So you want to save it for the big boss?
Yes. No.
Should we just-
Wait. How can we learn from this? Because it's not worth sending an experimental animal in if we don't find out what happens.
That's true. And this one's already tied up.
Look, are you going to let me go or not? You promised, and I said that I'd tell you whatever you wanted to know, and I did. So you're going to let me
I think we just
go?
untie them. I think we just untie them, and then you or I can shoot them.
Or I mean, that's fair. Sure. I'll untie them and just like point towards the door.
Great.
And Greg will
Thanks.
firebolt them.
Whoa!
Okay, make an attack roll.
13.
Can Spook react?
Yeah, you can react to that. Sure.
I mean, I can also just reaction attack.
I'm gonna
They
yell,
went away.
"No, Greg!"
Yeah, so as they're like walking towards the door, they manage to hear you behind them, Greg, and so they dodge out of the way and immediately scamper through the door and just run off into the town.
Stay gone.
If we were gonna kill them, we should have done it before we promised to release them.
We did release them. If you promise to release them and then you kill them, that's worse.
But
And
isn't
if you
that
kill
what
them when they're tied up, that's also worse. But once they're let go, you can kill them again.
Spook's just gonna bow out of this one. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
Uh,
Welcome to Goblin Logic.
it made perfect sense to me. But I also speak Goblin. Kierley. Olive's behind that door over there, I think. I said there's two of them that are tied up.
Yeah, so she indicated that there's like an outdoor holding area where there's a half-orc tied up, but also that there's a cubby that's housing another half-orc.
Well, we are.
Well, I mean,
already
let's
in the
go look at the one that's close by first.
Yeah. Cool. So you go through that room and you go through the double doors and there's a hallway in front of you. And you can see 5 doors really. 2 that seem to go on to the right wall, 1 on the left wall, 1 at the end of the hallway, and 1 right off the corner of it on the left.
And this is the town hall that's not connected to the tavern, correct?
This is not the tavern, no.
Okay. It's gonna just go start opening doors.
I think before each door opens, I'll have a firebolt ready and you know what I mean? Like, let's be ready each time you open. Somebody's in the doorway ready to attack something.
Sure.
Perception check each door before I open it.
Yeah, so
Listen.
there's the first door is right on your right, so go ahead, make a perception check.
I would like to give you some guidance on these if that's...
Yeah, you can do
I
that.
have permanent guidance on perception.
Oh, that's right. Dang it. I should have put
19.
You hear cowering and whimpering, like on the far side of that room,
Sure.
it sounds like. And you also hear, "Shut up!"
Craig, get a firebolt ready. I'll stand back from the door and knock an arrow.
Okay.
Spook, can you get the door?
With pleasure.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Am I just walking in the room or am I just opening
No,
the
just
door?
open the door.
Just open the door.
Okay. And Spook will
Got
open
2
the door
keys in the ignition.
All right.
and try to get out of the way, I guess?
I mean, you could just open the door and push it with just your arm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It opens into the room, so it's not hard to figure out.
Of it.
Yeah, what side of the door of the hinges on? We should have checked that.
Oh my god, doesn't matter.
It opens into the room. That's all that matters. So opening into the room, you immediately can see that it is a room with a bunch of pews or benches or something. It appears to be like a meeting hall room of some kind. But where you are, you can't actually see anybody. But as soon as the door opens, you do hear, "Who goes there?"
What are we called?
I don't know.
We're looking for We're looking for a half orc.
Rig and the weirdos, I think, is what I've been suggesting.
That was misfits.
Misfits. That's right. You're right. You're right.
We're looking for a half orc, female half orc.
Out in the yard.
They said that there's another one hidden, or another half orc in this building. Where are they?
You can have one. You come in here, all these people die.
You mean I can have one? There's two.
Yeah.
Is the other one in this room?
No.
Okay. Spook, close the door.
Bye.
Yeah, you didn't have any eyesight on anybody. You just heard a voice like shouting at you. All right. So you close the door. What do you want to do?
Go listen to the other doors before going out to the yard.
Okay, make a perception check.
What if it's
Natural
a trap?
20.
You hear nothing through the next door.
How many other doors are there?
There's 3 more doors.
Does
I'm
this
just
door
gonna,
have an adjoining wall to the other room that the door was?
No.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll 3 times.
Yep, go ahead. Go for it.
Oh, and we're gonna roll some d4s.
Yep. Cool, cool.
You keep wasting all your natural 20s.
I know.
All right.
All right, so that one is a 16 and a 16 and a natural 20.
All right. Yeah, so the 2 16s, at one of the doors, you hear more of the whimpering and the kind of threatening voices, but they sound a lot closer. At another door, you hear nothing. And with a natural 20, you check the other door, and you think you might hear something, but it's hard to tell exactly what it is. It's very muffled. It's amazing you were able to hear it at all.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn, I can hear almost nothing with natural 20. This door. I think there's something back here.
The third door, the last door?
Yes.
All right. You open the last door, and it appears to be you see a desk on one side, and you see another closed door beyond that, and some stairs that seem to lead outside beyond that. So there's another closed door. It looks like it's a long desk, so somebody sits there. There's like paperwork. You can see the door on the far side of the hallway from you now has like bars in the door, set in the door, like around like head height.
Okay, I'll start going towards that door.
Okay. Yeah, you can go right up to it if you want.
Is it just a straight hall? There's like no alcoves where people can be hiding?
Nope. There's the
Okay.
other side of the desk, but that's about it.
I'll just start walking down the hall towards the bars.
Yeah, you
I'm
get
gonna
there. No problem.
Whisper to Defect.
Do we need to be killing all of the bandits for this to be counted as a win? Or do you think that killing their leader will work?
I enjoy killing.
Yeah,
I really want a long rest
Wow.
before killing more bandits.
I kind of agree with you. I don't feel great about that guy in the other room. But then again, like,
Should we go back to that one room?
I mean, we shouldn't do it by ourselves. I mean, but
Yeah, we-
like,
But it
shouldn't
should
we?
be for us, right? Like, it makes me happy to kill a bandit.
Yeah, I mean, I
I love
agree.
mindless slaughter.
Is this what it means to be human?
Probably at least
Oh
a
my
little.
God.
I'm not human, so I don't really know.
Spook,
what it
you're
means to
hearing
be
this
human.
conversation. They're right next to you.
It's like, oh god,
Just,
oh, I should not have become a cleric. This is too much.
Spook's just gonna become a death cleric. It's just gonna happen.
Is it too late? Change parties?
So-
I'm just kidding.
Adis, you are at the door that has bars set in it.
Hello?
What do you want? Let us go.
Who's back here? We're looking for Olive.
Who's Olive?
It's a half-orc druid.
I have no idea who that is. Please, are you here to save us?
Yes.
Indirectly, I guess.
Please let me out. There's
Is it
three of
locked?
us in here. You can
It's
check.
locked, right?
You can check. Yeah.
Try to open it.
Yeah, it's totally locked.
Greg, you can lockpick, right?
Yeah.
There's people in here. Can you open it?
Are they people that we're killing or people that we're protecting?
Protecting?
Do we know yet?
They see. Well, actually, I'll insight check. Can I insight check?
Yeah.
It's like if they seem shifty. Dirty 20.
Yeah. The voice sounds sincere and tired, as one would sound if you had been locked up for a few weeks.
No, they just sound like they've been locked up for a few weeks.
Very specific.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll come and
Okay.
pick the lock.
I'm going to give you some guidance on this.
Go
if
for
that's
it.
That sounds
Cool.
good.
Right.
Plus that, plus the D4, 16.
Yeah, it takes you about 2 or 3 minutes, but you're able to unlock the door without too much of a difficulty. So, bunk.
Great.
Adis, you open the door, and you see 3 people inside. You see 2 halflings, and you see a human woman. The human woman is wearing like grungy yellow and white robes, and the 2 halflings are wearing like farm worker kind of tunics and whatnot. The human woman comes up to you and says, "Oh, thank you. Thank you. We've been locked in here for weeks, ever since those fiends took over the town. Have you rescued any of the others?"
No, we've been kind of preoccupied taking care of the bandits.
Well,
It's a little
that's
exhausting.
understandable, but, I mean, there are others held captive here. Surely you must have found them.
No, we haven't yet, but we will
Yes,
look
but-
for them.
We're also trying to find our companion, and if we find them, we might have a little bit of an easier time getting rid of these bandits.
I'm
I mean, I guess that's true, but didn't we
That's-
find like there was some whimpering in the other room, wasn't there? Some guy saying these other people will die. Does that count
Can
as
you-
finding them?
Do you know where
Yeah.
that
in the
live, or
meeting
can-
hall. Yes, that's where they keep people.
Are any of you able to use any sort of healing magic?
Well,
Or what?
I am an acolyte of Palor, but they took my. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I've been rude, I suppose. My name is Susan Thurnball. I'm an acolyte of Palor. I bring his light into this town. I run the very small shrine here, but they have kept me without my ability to cast spells. If I can find it, then
What
I
do you
can.
need?
Well, I would need my holy symbol of Palor, of course.
And it specifically has to be Palor.
Well,
Um,
that is my god. Yes.
Can you lead us to it? To the temple?
Well, I can, yes, but they wouldn't have left it in the shrine.
Where
The
would they
the
have
big the big burly angry human man with the red beard, and he took it from me.
Does he have a giant axe?
He did, yes.
Great.
He's
Oh,
down
he's
the
dead.
hall. Yeah.
I'll
You
go
go
get
back and
that.
Search the body, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you scamper back and search the body. No sign
Yeah.
of no sign of any kind of holy symbol.
Damn. All right, I come back. There's no sign. Can I search all of them?
Yeah, none of them have any kind of holy
Okay.
symbol on them. You do find a few like little belt pouches, though.
Heal.
Greg will always take
I
those.
just found some belt pouches. I didn't find any holy symbol. Do you think maybe it's locked
Yeah.
up somewhere in here?
Yeah,
Should we
you
look
fa-
around?
you found 5 belt pouches. Each one of the ones that you defeated in there had 5. So
I do think the time may be of the essence here. I'm starting to wonder if the bandit that we let escape could go back and warn their old boss. We may
Good
be.
bite us in the ass.
Told you
Yeah.
we should have killed him.
Well, we probably should
They were
expect some
just gonna be trouble.
reinforcements. So I think we should hurry this along. Sorry to be rude, Mr. Paylor, but we need to go find our friend, a half orc.
Paylor?
I'm just
Susan.
She looks at you confused.
Susan.
I'm just being silly. Sorry, I like
God
broke
damn
off
it,
you for a
Susan.
moment to make a joke.
My name is Susan.
Yeah, that's what I said. Susan, come on. Do you know where they might have been keeping a half orc?
She's out in the yard.
The
Okay,
only
so
half orc I know about would be Viva. And she and her husband Craig were rebellious at the start, and they were beaten and chained outside as an example to keep the rest of us in line.
Half orc.
Starting to think that maybe our half orc is not out in the yard.
If they
I
are
think
still
this-
alive, we must do something to help them.
Yes, I think I would love to help everyone in this town, but we are going to have to come up with a better plan than sneaking around and fighting bandits one at a time.
Yeah, I don't have a lot more in me.
I can only tell you that all of these bandits, these Red Crows, they have been fierce and aggressive, and their leader is this dwarven woman, and she is cruel and vindictive. If she gets word that people are here challenging her, she won't hesitate to take it out on other townsfolk.
I have no doubt. Where is she? Do you have any idea?
They said she's in the tavern.
Yes, she is in the tavern.
Just corroborating
She
Told you that's where the bosses like to hang out. It's cozy.
Greg was right. Also, don't trust what a bandit tells you. Trust the captive. Okay. I think we should get moving, and then maybe we can find some way to free the rest. But the longer we wait, I think the more we're gonna be at a disadvantage.
Yeah, let's go out to the yard, check there. I mean, maybe.
Is it safe for you to stay in here? If
if you have cleared out all of the bandits, then there should be no problems.
Not all of them. There's
Some
still
of the
one.
rooms still have bandits in them. We're running
She
low on
she
energy,
immediately
so-
grabs for the door. She's like, "I'm sorry, but I can't do anything without my symbol." So, and she just kind of closes the door, and speaks to you through the little barred window. If you take them out, then or defeat them or whatever, and if you find my holy symbol, I will be happy to use what meager abilities I can. But really, those in the yard need to be saved, and those in the meeting hall as well.
Don't worry. We'll come. We'll do our best to come back for them, if we stay alive. Would I know? Sidebar. Would I know what Palar symbol looks like? I'm not sure.
Yeah, go ahead. Make a religion check. It's a DC 10 because it's pretty common knowledge.
Yeah, I'm just not so sure if that would have been one I would have. Oh well.
Yeah.
Lucky me.
Yeah, you do. It is a sun. It is very simple. It is just a sun.
Can I look around in the room that we're in, like in the drawers and stuff? Just take a minute to do that while they're talking.
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check.
21.
You don't find anything here. You find a bunch of what amounts to arrest reports, but it is all drunk and disorderly, kicked someone's sheep, that kind of thing.
Cow
And
tipping.
sheep.
And the punishment has ranged from anywhere from 3 days in holding to a 2 gold fine. It's not criminal criminality to be. It's very mundane, hey, don't be a dick kind of stuff.
If we look at the door, the lock is only on the outside that I picked, or is there a hole on the other side? Like a keyhole straight through on both sides?
It's a keyhole straight through, but it's not a big honking one. It's just it's large, but it's not comically large.
Right, but so what I'm trying to figure out is could I pick
Yeah.
it from the other side?
If you were in the room, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So I have a weird idea. We need to take a beat, because we're all a little bit tired, even though we have masterfully disposed of all of these bandits so far. But if we locked ourselves in the room and you all were really quiet and that's how you helped us, and then in a little bit when we were feeling a little bit more up to it, we
They are
go
locked in.
back
They are
out.
locked in a 10-foot cell. Like the three of them take up most of the space in the room.
Be cozy, but I mean,
Greg's still gonna suggest it.
I mean, I can't get my magic back
if-
from just an hour.
If you don't clear out the bandits, if you don't get rid of these red crows, like who knows what they're doing to the others right now in the meeting hall. You said you didn't clear them out.
Okay, let's just go because this is not getting anywhere. Let's go free the
yes.
orcs in the yard.
I'm afraid that all the time we spend is going to give them more of an advantage. It's no secret that we're here, I'm sure.
Yep. Yeah, you guys have been in here for a few minutes. So are you going out to the yard?
Mm-hmm.
Susan,
I am.
All right.
Yeah, we
So-
should go to the yard.
Adis, you go out to the yard. Spoot, you go with him.
Yes.
Cool.
I assume we all were.
Cool. So you go out there, and you find chained up on one side of the yard a big burly human man, like just chained to an iron fence. And across the yard, like 20 feet away, is a tall, muscular half-orc woman. They're both like sitting on the ground, like heads down. They look in really bad shape.
God damn it. Can I go try to free them?
Yeah, they are just chained up. You can see padlocks on the chains.
Greg is standing in the doorway, looking around for baddies.
Go ahead and make
Yes,
a perception
maybe-
check.
Maybe we should leave them until we found Olive. I'm afraid that
That's a
freeing them
2.
now.
Okay. You're looking around.
I mean, they might know something. I don't know.
I'm afraid freeing them now may leave them vulnerable if bandits were to come and find them.
Or they could run and hide instead of being chained up and maybe assist us later.
Yeah,
I
like
also, if
this
we're
iron
being
fence
honest-
that they are both chained to, like wraps around, so it's like a yard, like a prison yard, essentially.
I'm gonna go free the burly man.
Okay, yeah, you go over there. He kind of like winces as you approach, and you can see he's been beaten to the point where his eyes have swollen shut. Like he can't see anything right now. And he's
Can I-
like blood dripping from his lip.
Try to give him a good berry.
Okay.
This might help a little bit.
Okay, you feed him the good berry. Thank you.
No
My
problem.
wife.
I'm gonna. Yeah, we're gonna get to her. I'm gonna try to hit the chains off with hit the padlock with my sword.
Okay, make an attack roll.
$15.
All right, with a loud clang, there is no effect of the chain.
Greg, can you pick these?
I'm not coming out there. You just walked out the open. What if they know we're here already?
We did make some noise. Where was the other orc supposed to be? Because I think we need to head there next and confront the...
Dirty 20 to look around after Greg says that.
Yeah, you do not see anybody around. It's kind of open where you are. You are in like an enclosed fenced area. Like there's a fence around you, but it's designed to keep people in this yard.
Greg, it's clear. Come on, please.
Greg rolls their eyes and comes and unlocks it.
Have I
Right.
ever
You
not
You can't
seen
heal
anybody?
it. He can't heal them anyway. Oops, wrong thing. Sorry.
I'll give you some guidance too.
But they can run and hide somewhere, maybe.
Can't help them anyway. Fine, fine.
Yeah, no problem. You unlock the padlock on the guy there. No problem.
We go kill the bandits in the other room now.
As soon as you unlock, he kind of like weakly starts like shrugging out of the chains. Viva.
Get that woman across the yard too.
Watch my back.
Yeah, he's attempting to like stumble to his feet, Adis, right now.
I'll help him up.
Yeah, let's
Alright,
have cool.
Yeah, he's a good like head taller than you and like easily twice your weight. He's just a big dude.
So I struggle with my.
Yeah, it's a little uncomfortable, but he's like a big rag doll right now. So
He falls on top of me and crushes me.
You're able to keep him up. It's all right. With a 19, you easily unlock the ones around the half-orc woman. She mutters something, but you're not sure what it is because it was very just like low under her breath.
Cool. I will say, do you know Olive? Do either of you know Olive?
The guy kind of stumbles over and like helps get the half-orc up, and she kind of manages to open one eye. She's also been roughed up pretty bad, and they embrace, and they start like crying, and eventually the woman and the man like both look towards you all, and they're like, thank you for letting us go. Is everyone else okay?
We haven't gotten to everyone yet. We're making our way through the village. These bandits are kind of tough.
If the town hall's the most defensible place. It's why we were kept here. They wanted our bar for their boss, the dwarf woman. But that Goliath, he's the real power. He did this, and he kind of points to his face. Like his nose is like shattered beyond belief. Like his nose will never be the same again. Like they're both in rough shape.
Well, luckily the boss is out of town, but we came here following our friend Olive, and then she got captured while scouting. So we're trying to find her at the moment.
I'm sorry, I don't know anyone in town by that name.
Alright.
She didn't live in town. She hid up in the mountains, in a cave.
The woman kind of speaks up at this point. Is she friends with Flora?
I don't know.
I had no idea.
Flora, they didn't keep her here. They kept her somewhere else. But she would speak of another half-orc that she knew.
Oh, is she the healer lady?
Yeah, yes, Flora. Flora's an herbalist. She's
Oh, yeah.
helpful.
Olive did talk about her.
Yes. We should get inside.
Yeah, I think you should lock yourselves in the room with that Susan lady. It'll be tight, but just stay there.
Okay. Yeah, you get Craig and Viva are their names. They get inside. Susan immediately begins attending to them. What do you all do?
I guess we're gonna go take care of the ones in the meeting halls.
Let's kill them.
I think we need to face it before they have reinforcements.
Okay. So yeah, do you go back to that same doorway?
Sure. The one where we just close the door on them.
Yeah.
Intimidate them.
All right.
Doors.
You open the door.
I'm intimidating doors.
No,
the door is
people
not
behind the
intimidated.
door.
Do you want guidance?
I swing an adamantine great axe at the door. Is it intimidated now?
Nope, it's just the door. The door has no feelings or emotional response.
You must face the door alone.
No.
Does not have a personality.
Indeed. So you open the door to that meeting hall, and
Cast false life on the door.
you don't hear anything. There's no response when you open the door this time.
Hello?
I knew it.
There's no response.
No.
Let's go look.
Let's check for any survivors.
You enter the door, and you see that there's multiple pews before, and you see like a desk where like a judge or a town leader would sit, and a couple other little desks in the room. And there's no one in the room.
God, this room stinks.
There
It
is no
does,
door?
actually. It smells like sweat and fear and like body odor of people who have been kept here for a long time.
Gross.
Yeah, it is not pleasant. You do see at the far end of the room about 4 more doors.
Sure.
Yeah, there's 3 like in a line, like right next to each other. 1, 2, 3.
I
And
didn't
then there's
inspect these
one on
doors
the
before,
90.
right? These aren't the doors I perceptioned before, right?
No, this is inside the room.
Okay. Would you like me to just roll collective perceptions or do them one at a time?
Are you listening to each door? Yeah, you can just do one. You don't hear anything behind any of the doors.
13.
Yeah, you don't hear anything behind any of the doors.
I don't hear anything, guys.
Well, I guess at least they're not dead, but now we don't get to kill the bandits.
In fact, I think the bandits have probably reunited with their boss at this point.
Should we get a
Probably.
map? Like a real one? I always tried, but also it was in the dirt.
Maybe there was one back in that office.
We can have one of the people who knows the town tell us where to go.
We can ask Susan if there's another way into the tavern that we can maybe get
So-
some sort of...
Are you opening the doors, or are you just leaving the doors?
Yeah, defense.
Now I'm
open.
suspicious.
God,
No, because you like listened to them and you didn't hear anything. I'm following up.
Sure.
All right, you open the first door, and it opens up into what appears to be like someone's private office. There's like a big desk and a couple of chairs in there, and like a well provisioned but purloined liquor kind of bar cabinet thing.
Greg, stock up, please.
Oh no, it's all empty. Like it's been
Oh,
drunk.
god damn it.
Like you can tell what it
dang
used to
it.
be, but it's just empty bottles at this point.
does this door have a lock?
This door does not have a lock. No.
And I will not look for the holy symbol here.
Next door.
Yeah, you can see that like it does like have a corner, like there may be another door in the room. You open the next door, and it appears to be an empty closet. It's got a bunch of like books and stuff, like in a bookshelf set in the back.
Boot, do you want this room?
It's like a 5 foot by 5 foot area.
Wait, I'm confused. Do I want it for what purpose?
It's a closet with a lot of books.
Oh, we don't have time for that right now. I appreciate the thought.
Take the whole room with you. It's fine.
Once we take over the village again... Wait, that sounded wrong. Once we free the village...
Oh god, Greg running a village.
Oh,
Yes.
No.
Greg would be a great
What could
chieftain.
possibly go wrong?
the first thing we're going to do is get
Just
rid of
a
that
goblin
useless
leader.
pillar.
Next door.
All right. Indeed, in the next door, you open it up, and you find a unconscious form of Olive,
Finally.
Hey,
tied up and bound and gagged and restrained, but she's there.
Glad we didn't go with my idea.
Olive, you're into some weird stuff.
She's totally unconscious.
Here, I'll give her a good berry.
Oh,
All right. All
I could
right.
also use Spare the Dying if you'd like.
You remove
A
the
good berry, it's 1 HP.
yeah. You remove the gag, Feed the good berry to Olive. Olive, you come back to consciousness with 1 hit point. And that's where we're going to take our break, everybody.
Sounds good.
So,
We're all gonna die.
We will be back in 5 minutes. Thank you all for sticking with us. We look forward to more fun and shenanigans here on Nuuli Forged. We'll see you in 5.
Aw.
Hello, everyone. We are
Yeah.
back. Welcome back to Nuuli Forged. Thanks for sticking with us. Yeah, so you have all just entered the meeting hall and found unconscious Olive behind a little door.
Wait, we have all of our spell slots back?
No,
Level 6?
no,
Have I been unconscious enough to count as a rest?
nope. Different kind of unconscious.
God damn it!
Yeah,
You've atrophied.
if you are under forced unconsciousness, it does not count as sleep. So, good try, though. But yeah, so all of you have 1 hit point.
Yay.
Yeah, so you have found, like, empty rooms. You don't know what happened to the 2 people or the people that were in this this big room who you talked to. There's no sign of anybody. There's just this, like, lingering scent of humanity.
Gross.
You found, like, an office and the, like, jail cell, for lack of a better term. If you keep exploring, the other room is another, like, staged meeting hall that has, like, a stage for, like, performances or whatever, whereas this room that you're in is more, like, judicial in feel or, like, official meetings. The other one is more casual and more like, oh, someone's playing a trombone kind of deal.
Is my stuff in this room with me?
Nope.
Before we get too crazy, I do think Olive deserves some healing word. So I'm going to do that.
Okay. All of you get 6 points of healing back.
Why does it do it twice all the time? Oh,
I think if you click, like, the die, it does it twice, but if you just click the thing, it does it once. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway.
I'll have to work on that.
Yeah.
Keep rolling 1s. Yay. Sorry, Olive.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Hey, y'all.
there
Did I miss
appears to be
anything?
nobody left as you kind of sketch around.
This is not good.
Yeah. The office that you... so there's the office at the back of the room that you just found. There's the big meeting hall. There's the staged meeting hall. There's the jail cell. There's the library that you entered through. There's the main reception hall, which you had the fight in. And off to the side of that, there's, like, a green room. It's just, like, got a couple couches and a desk in there. It seems like it's for people who are getting ready to go into the main performance venue, for lack of a better term.
Untie me?
Yeah, you've been
I
untied.
did
and all
untie
that
you.
stuff.
Okay.
No, just healed you.
What was that? I can't hear you through the gag.
Yeah, sorry. We can't afford you sneaking off again. You stay here.
Somebody ungagged me to feed me a good berry.
Yeah.
Dang it. Dang it, Greg.
All right. So what are we doing? How are we gonna? I mean, we can give it a shot.
Perhaps we should take a rest.
Yep. I'm down with that. This is a
Maybe
defensible
we'll do it.
position at very least.
I feel like one of the only ways that we might get out of here, if there are maybe 50 more bandits, or 50 total bandits, maybe if we challenge the boss directly.
I mean,
are-
she's.
Oh, go ahead.
I mean, yeah, bosses tend to be prideful, and she sounds like a sadistic son of a bitch. So
She whacked me upside the head a couple times.
We are in danger of the Goliath coming back if we take a rest.
Are we?
I mean, we have no
I
idea
feel like
how
they
long-
went to take over another town.
Well, maybe we're okay then. I know we're all running low on resources here, but I have the sneaking suspicion that they are well aware that we are here and are making plans against us.
Yeah, I mean, but we knew that a long time ago. I don't know.
Well-
If we're gonna be nearly dead when we go in, their plans are gonna be made for them.
That's true. I do have a few resources left, but very little. And I don't know if it's better to use them now and go in a little better prepared, or to wait until the worst happens. But
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I'm not sure. I don't got much I can do. But we could just go brave it. I mean, shoot.
Oh, we could ask how far away Olive, how far away is the tavern from here?
It's over there.
Yeah, Olive, you figure it's like a 15-minute walk. It's not far.
no offense, Olive, but your cartography skills are a little lacking. So
What about your
no
herbalist
offense,
friend's house?
But I've been unconscious for a couple of days. Well, a few hours.
No, it's been like 2 hours, 3
A
hours.
few hours. I've been unconscious for a few hours.
Yeah, it's like
I don't
late
know how long
afternoon
it's
by
been
this
I've been
point.
unconscious.
You think there'd be anywhere that maybe there is a secret stash of healing potions or something?
I mean, I
Seems
feel like the
pretty
bandits would
unlikely.
have found it.
It would secret.
They've been
Yeah.
overrunning this town for quite a while now. I kind of bet they've found all the secrets.
Fair.
Well, I
I
can
mean-
also open up a portal and we can try to throw the big boss through the portal.
I like creative things. I can, you've seen me do that big wave of thunder. I could push them.
The only
Hopefully,
other
maybe.
option is saving that for an emergency so we can escape.
where will it
Right.
take us?
I can open a portal back to Red Sand, or I can send her to the Astral Sea.
Both very good options.
I can do it only once a day though.
Olive, do you know anything about the tavern that may get us some kind of advantage if we choose to meet with the boss?
I mean,
Is there a
do I know
secret-
anything about this tavern?
Is there a secret way in or
Uh,
a back door?
Olive's not really a tavern. though.
Yeah, you haven't really been to it. You know where it is, but you don't have intimate knowledge of its layout or anything.
I mean, it's a tavern. It's a big room with a bar at the end.
I have a feeling Olive and I have spent the same amount of time in taverns, which is not much.
I mean, sometimes taverns have secret doors, but I don't know this town.
Yeah, this is a very simple, newish town. Like it hasn't been here for 50 years.
Yeah, it's just kind of a big room with a bunch of hay on the floor.
Ew. How barbaric. Sorry,
Small
Defect.
town, Adis.
Hey, I lived
We're
in the middle of
simple
the
folk
woods.
here.
We still had floors. Well, what do you guys want to
I
do?
live in a cave. What do you want from me?
Fortune favors the bold, I guess. Ooh, wait. I mean, I guess how long is this conversation taking?
I mean, this conversation, you've been talking now for probably about 10 minutes after finding Olive.
Okay.
We gotta stop
And that
talking.
means I probably have my protector for like another 30? Like since I pulled it out right before we fought those other folks?
Oh, no, it's between all the conversations that have happened, it's totally gone.
Okay.
Because it lasts for 10 minutes, right?
No,
An
it lasts
hour.
for an hour.
Oh, it lasts for an hour? Yeah, it's still gone. You might have like 2 minutes of it left, but that's about it.
Alright, well I'll have it pew pew before it disappears, since I would be keeping track of that.
Sure.
9.
Great.
If you have
So-
fewer than 9 temporary, you get 9 temporary.
Yep.
Come
Okay.
close.
All right. Yeah. So as you've all kind of made your way back, Suzanne has ventured into the room with you and kind of been like, "What happened? Where is everybody?"
Well, we're afraid we don't know.
No,
If
they
it
must
looks
have
like
taken them.
Here.
Where
If
would
we're
they
gonna
take?
keep moseying around, I'm gonna cast heal wounds on myself.
They must have taken them. You can't cast spells yet. You don't have your focus. You don't have any of your stuff.
I passed
Right,
Kirley
they
a
took all my
twig.
stuff.
Where? Yes,
Curly's
we need to
dead.
find all the stuff.
Sorry, Olive. I pass Olive her a branch.
Doesn't work that way.
God
That
damn,
helps. Damn it.
goddamn druids.
Perhaps our best action right now to make an informed decision is just to go see the tavern and see if we can get any idea on what we're up against.
Well,
I mean, if they have Olive's things, it's not like we can do much with. Or
Well,
they-
have you looked around here? This might be where they kept stuff because it was defensible here.
Wow, I thought we had.
Keep
Did we
looking.
not? Did we not search this room? Okay, let's all
You haven't searched anything except for the
smaller
room,
rooms,
the
isn't
room with the jail cell. That's all you've searched.
it? Okay. Yeah, sorry. All this talking, we forgot to do smart things.
Hey. Looking around, like taking the time to comb through all of the rooms here, the offices, and all that stuff. Greg, you find fairly quickly a box inside that office that was off of the meeting hall, and inside that box is it's just like a crate with a lid. It's not locked or anything. Inside of it seems to be quite a few things. They all look familiar to you. They seem to be Olive's personal effects. And you also find a medallion shaped like a sun, made out of like gold and with a few flecks of rubies or some gemstones in it.
that looks like it could sell for a really good price.
Yeah, it does.
No,
This is
no,
really
wait,
pretty.
Wait,
Is
can I
that all
take a
my
look?
stuff?
In my ear.
No.
Do I recognize what this is? The sun shape.
Spoot, yeah, you recognize it's a holy symbol of Palor.
Okay, no one is selling this. Okay, just I'm running out of patience. Here, Susan.
Oh, thank you. She puts it around her neck and kind of prays for a moment, and you see light kind of gloss over her very, very quickly, and it's not an effect necessarily. It's just a lift of darkness from her soul has like been relieved. So she feels much better, and she smiles as she kind of puts her hands across it lovingly and like, oh, thank you so much.
I'm so sorry you were separated for so long.
Oh no, it's all right. Palor's touch and light never leaves. However, without the guiding, without the holy symbol, I can't guide the magical divine energies to perform feats of magic. Now I can.
Greg, you should be taking notes on this.
Why?
This is how holy symbols work.
Do I care?
Don't you want to learn?
Holy and like gods and things. That's kind of a thing that doesn't really
We get out
work.
of this. We
I-
get out of this. You and me and Defect are going to have a long talk.
Well, I mean, I suppose
Well-
that holy symbol's the same thing as Grig's wrench and my bow.
I mean, sure, if you think of it that way. Does this mean you're useful now?
Let Susan.
I hate
let
to
Susan-
intrude. I know you are all, I'm sure, very tired. But if they have taken the others somewhere, I
Yes,
feel
Susan, we're gonna get to it.
Don't be rude.
I am saying that they are in more danger now than ever. If they have taken them probably to the tavern, then that means Lakama might just kill them all.
That sounds like we need to make it to the tavern soon. Then, is there anything that Palor can offer us before we depart?
Now that I have my symbol, I can, of course, provide some healing. Not much, but I can.
Do you have enough to heal the half orc and her husband, the large man?
I
What?
could,
What?
but they have been wounded for a long time. They would not be able to help you much in a battle.
Okay, never
But
mind then.
you've got a good heart, but we need it more.
You're right. They need
Yes,
it.
I have a few small abilities that I can lend to you. I can attempt to heal 3 of you.
Yeah. Can Spoot take a look around and see who the 3 most damaged are?
Sure. Go ahead.
I mean, it's fine. Just I would say Grig, Defect, and Carely need it the most, I think.
Carely's been dead for a week.
Still
Carely
Olive.
is very
Sorry.
dead.
Carely needs it the most.
Sorry, Druid. It's
Half orc, half elf. You know, they're all.
yeah.
They're all the same. They're half.
Whoa! Hey, didn't say that.
What?
They're all druids. Anyway,
Druids.
yeah. So, essentially, she's got 3 level 1 cure wounds that she can dole out.
I have half friends.
So who wants them?
The reason I was asking is because I was hoping that without, I could be the most like fair and doling out
Yeah. You should decide.
who needs the most. So what does my medicine check tell me?
With a 20, you know how everybody's doing. So what's everybody's current HP at?
I don't know.
Evan.
21.
12.
So that would be Adis.
Are we going with?
Rick.
Are we including the
Sorry.
temporary hit points or no?
No, do
No.
not include the temporary hit points.
18, but I stay at range, so I try not to get into melee.
Are you saying that you prefer Defect get healed instead of you?
Yes,
Okay, that's fair.
Defect
Olive,
stands in the
Grig.
front.
All right.
Okay.
Back, Adis.
So how do you want her to dole out? Watch out for that microphone.
There's a blizzard.
Yeah.
Whoa.
How do you want her to dole out these heals, people?
Olive, Grig. I'm gonna just start lining up like Olive, Grig, and Defect in front of Susan. Like, okay, here you go. These are the 3.
All right. She kind of motions her hands and reaches out towards Olive and says, "May Palor's light strengthen you." And Olive receives
Also with you.
4 hit points.
Thank you.
She repeats the motion on Defect, granting him 3 hit points. And finally on Grig for 6 hit points to Grig.
So, lady, you're not too bad.
Hold on.
Unfortunately, that is all I can do. I have some small magics that I could potentially use to help, but nothing too aggressive. And I'm certainly not equipped for any sort of battle necessarily, but
Are you familiar with the tavern?
yes.
What can you tell us about this tavern?
Well,
My roommates need to talk to me really quick. I'll be right back.
okay.
Sorry.
No problem. Well, Craig and Viva are the owners. They live upstairs. The tavern is a large room. There's a few tables, a fairly decent-sized bar. There's a fireplace, and a storage room. They have a stable outside.
Is there a back door?
I do not believe so. I believe the only door is the main entrance and an entryway into the storage room.
Is it flammable?
She looks at you. It is made of wood and stone, but wood. But if the other townsfolk are being held within, I do not think it a wise idea to burn it down around them.
Wisdom and strategy don't always go together.
Uh-huh. She kind of turns away from Grig at that and kind of begins to talk to Spoot.
That sounds about right.
Oh no. Boots about RP'd out today.
We're breaking Matt.
Oh.
Oh,
Moral questions floating around.
I'm sure your companions mean well, but I understand that these are trying times, and I'm willing to help if I can, but my skills are small comparatively to what I'm sure yours are capable of.
Well, I wouldn't put down your abilities like that. Anything you can offer is help. But please tell me what do you think you could do to help?
She essentially tells you that she's got sacred flame. That's about it.
Well, I can tell you from experience.
Because all of her spell slots are gone. She's just got cantrips, and that's the only one that's offensive.
I see. Well, I don't want to put you in any danger, so I think you should only use your abilities as a last resort. Perhaps if you see others coming, or find that we're being flanked in some way, but otherwise, it may be best to stay safe until we can rescue the others. That's RP talk for Sacred Flame sucks.
Yeah.
No,
should I stay here, or do you want me to go with you?
Unless you can guide us into the best way to enter this tavern.
There's really only one way in, as far as I know.
Well, I think you should tend to the wounded and see that they're protected. And if there's any way you can hide in case someone comes back, then I suggest you do that.
Very well. We will barricade the doors and hold ourselves here.
And pray for us.
Of course.
And I think we should go to the tavern.
F it, let's go.
Have ourselves a drink.
Let's
You're
roll.
having this conversation. I am casting a Cure Wounds on myself because
Yeah, totally.
now I have a focus and now I can.
Yeah. Yeah, you have all your stuff back. You can totally do any castings of any spells that you would need to do. It's probably been about like an hour and close to an hour and a half since you finished your last big fight. So what would you like to do? I've got it in chat. Asked, is Spoot ready to drink the blood of his enemies?
Spoot will be wrestling with that question for the remainder of the session.
Possibly years to come.
Possibly he is damaged beyond repair.
I think we should head toward the tavern. Carefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, Greg is gonna sweep their blanket back, tidy themselves up, look presentable.
Let's do this.
Put all my stuff back in my backpack and sling it on my back, and let's get going.
Okay.
It's going to take a moment as the party starts to drift off to clutch his holy symbol and to say a prayer of his own.
Okay.
Clutch some pearls.
And Aquan.
What do you pray, Spoot?
I pray that all my enemies are burned in the pure. No, I'm just kidding.
Dark.
I'm praying for guidance and for first and foremost a way to keep our friends safe and to free the town. And if that means escaping, if that means finding a way to get out of it without total bloodshed, then the important thing is keeping people safe.
Okay. You make this prayer, Spoot, and you feel a reassurance that comes from you, or that comes from somewhere deep inside of you. It is a sense of bolstering resolve and an approval of your desire to help people.
I think perhaps every time I pray, I should also just pray for wisdom. Whatever that means in the situation.
Retire and invest in plastics. That's the wisdom you get.
Back to the swamp, take up fishing.
I don't think we have plastics in this world, do we?
Nope, that was a joke. Okay,
Stunk?
cool. So cool.
All right, so we're heading. It's the middle of the afternoon, right?
Yeah, it's late afternoon, but yeah.
So it's not so much keeping to the shadows as we march down the street to the tavern.
No, and it's pretty open. It's not a long walk. And you approach, you do see the shape of the tavern. It is appropriately called the Southbrook Tavern.
Creative.
You see that it's got 2 levels, but the top level is really just like the roof kind of and a half level. It's not like a full second story. And there's not a lot of windows. It's like a big thatched roof. The first floor has a little like annex coming off of one side, and you can see what appears to be a barn next to it. You see a few chickens and sheep kind of just out grazing around as you look upon the tavern. What do you want to do?
I want to the chickens.
You want to what?
To the chicken. I don't recommend speaking to the chickens.
You want to what? The chickens?
I think she said speak.
I thought you said kick. I'm like, did this become a Zelda game?
Don't. Don't.
No, you
Don't
grab the
do that.
chickens and you carry them above your head.
I don't recommend.
Is this Fable 2 where you kick chickens for points?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Maybe it's a little late to try to think of a plan, but perhaps we could cause a diversion and see if anyone runs out. Maybe some sort of distraction.
I mean,
I was going to
could-
talk to the chickens and find out how many people are in the tavern.
Olive, I don't think
Okay.
chickens are smart enough.
All
What was
right.
the other choice? What was my other choice? Sheep?
There's sheep and chickens. Those are what you see kind of milling around the area.
I think they're speaking to animals with some intelligence, and then there's a chicken.
Okay, so we'll talk to the sheep.
I used to have this chicken in my village named Hey Hey.
Okay, are you casting Speak with Animals? Is that the
I'm
plan?
casting speak with the animals.
It sounded more like chicken speak than sheep speak.
All right.
Talk to
Yeah.
the sheep. I'm going to find out how many people are in the how many people they've seen go into the tavern and come out of the tavern.
Okay.
Are you taking 10 minutes to do this, or are you just, or are you ritual casting it, or are you?
Are you doing a ritual or are you
If you're ritual
Spell
casting it, I would
cast.
say don't do it. It's not worth it. It's 10 minutes.
No, let's just do it. I've got spell slots. I don't have any wild shape slots. So
Save it for
all I use
healing.
was my animal.
Yeah, I would save your magic. Honestly, it's a goddamn sheep.
It's up to you.
I
What do you want
want
to do?
information. Information.
Go ahead.
All right.
What can the sheep tell me?
So you cast the spell and approach the sheep, and you ask the sheep what again?
How many people have been coming and going in the tavern? How many people have gone in or come out lately?
A lot have been in. Not many come out recently. Yeah.
Alright, can I talk them?
What?
Can I convince the sheep to like scare the chickens or something to make a ruckus in the yard?
Make an animal handling check. Oh, sure. Those chickens are jerks anyway. They're always pecking around. Yeah.
Big ruckus. Just yell a bunch. Make a big noise. Over there.
Okay. And they kind of
Thank you.
walk away and start baying at chickens off in a corner. Nah. 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 There's now a sheep braying off in a corner at chickens. The chickens are like bark, 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 and just kind of like walking away, and the sheep is like chasing them. It's very weird.
I think we've found our highlight.
But that is what is happening now. Yeah, that's the highlight reel, everybody, for this episode. Screw the battle.
Well, we tried.
Is anyone
Oh.
coming out to see what the ruckus is? No, no
No.
one gives a shit about the chickens, do they?
Nope. Nope. Nobody gives a rat's ass, it seems.
Keep it down out there, chickens.
So, Olive, did you get any useful information from a sheep?
Out a
Just that
little
there's
edge.
apparently a lot of people in this tavern.
Really?
Said a lot of people went in and not so many came out.
Sounds exactly along the lines of what the rest of the villagers were telling us back at the town hall.
Olive doesn't trust people. She trusts creatures.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
Well, I might firebolt through a window.
Yeah.
For lack of a better idea. Anybody got any better ideas?
If you're doing that, I can maybe open a portal in front of the front door and they can all just run through it.
I like that.
They're villagers.
Casualties? I'm
Do-
tired
do-
of this.
Do you want to take a peek through the window and see?
I don't know, am I feeling stealthy?
I'll give you guidance.
I mean, I can try, or you can
These are all
try.
good ideas. I think
You have
desperate
better
times.
perception than me.
I think desperate times call for desperate measures.
No.
I gave you guidance? Question mark.
I
Yes.
don't think that will really do much.
You don't think it'll help? Yeah. It's worth a try.
Yeah, no.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm gonna have
Oh,
my
you-
latch blade drawn and ready to portal.
Yeah, you're kind of exhausted, but you sneak on up there. And you look through a window, and it's got like hedges around it, so you're kind of like in the hedge, kind of peek your head up. Go ahead and make a perception check. Yeah, it's not hard to see in there. What you see is you see a bunch of townsfolk, like, bound together, tied up, and, like, in the middle of the tavern room, and there's a bunch of people around them. You know, they're all, like, on the ground, and it seems like the others have weapons drawn, kind of hovering around them, like, with unclear but obviously malicious intent.
I'll just kind of go back to the group. Well, all the villagers are tied up, so I don't think we need to worry about them running out the front door.
That's
That's
good.
good. What if we
there's-
shoot in through multiple
Did I-
windows?
Did I see a number of people in there? Like anything I can count?
You couldn't tell. It was just a quick, like, pock up and scan. And you couldn't really tell how many there were.
Adis, if you cast the portal and someone comes out and then disappears, do you think that will dissuade the rest from walking out? Or does it matter?
I don't know, I mean, it might keep them from running out. So I was kind of hoping to save it for the boss.
Maybe we save it then. We
Maybe
could try to
just lure
draw.
them out here by starting to call bad names and shoot at them.
I still have Alchemist's Fire. But I was thinking of lighting the tavern on fire, but there's people tied up in there.
Yeah, I think we need to be very careful with the captives inside.
It would force them through the door, though.
And there's just the one door, isn't there?
I think so.
Yeah,
There might be a back
it's
door.
been described that there's only one way in.
I don't know
One
if
way in, one way out.
perhaps we should at least attempt diplomacy. My fear is that if we try to wait them out, they may in fact just kill
I'm
the
not
town.
saying wait, let's just kill them.
I'm not
Start
sure what
shooting at 'em.
diplomacy there is here. They have captives. We're against that.
I know. My fear is them using the captives against us.
We're gonna do that no matter what we do.
We can try just challenging their boss to a match.
Perhaps the quicker that we can go and engage them, the better chance we have of saving the most townspeople.
Who's talking?
That went so well last time.
I know, right?
Greg, do you think you have any sort of edge on being able to talk to this gang leader?
I mean, I still think the same things about them.
What are you going to ask them?
I'm out here so I can kill you.
I got a feeling that's
I
not
mean,
going to work.
listen, at this point, it's pretty clear that we mean them harm. They did cross us at the opening, but obviously we're here to, like, take care of people rather than take over the town. Although, then again, that's a good angle when you're small. But we're no longer here to join them, which is the lie that we started out with. So at this point, I say we shoot at them until they shoot back and come out and we kill them.
Maybe first we can.
I know what the boss looks like because she's been interrogating me and bashing me upside the head.
Mhm.
If I peek in the window, can I identify her?
You want to try to stealth up to the window?
Yeah.
Go for it. Make a stealth check.
I would love to give you guidance.
Oh, fuck.
I don't think it'll help.
So you get stuck in the hedge, like your bag gets caught on something and you make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
And
Do I at least get to see through the window?
you turn towards the window and you see a bandit leveling a crossbow bolt at you.
Duck!
And does a 17 hit you?
Yeah, sure does.
Yep, it flies through the window, shattering the glass, dealing you 4 points of piercing damage.
Ouch. Let's move.
Firebolt that back into the window.
You can't see the source of the bolt because you're not like up at the window.
Oh, it's through the hedge. Got it.
Yeah.
And though, I'm casting some infestation on that person.
Wait.
Okay.
Do you have a living flea?
All right.
Such a
She
weird.
just pulls it out of her hair.
Okay. Well, they fail.
So they take 9 points of poison damage.
Yep.
And they move 5 feet to the north.
Okay, yeah. So they like roll and stumble into one of the tied up villagers and fall over prone. And immediately you hear a voice echo from out of from that window. You try anything like that again, these people start dying.
Wait. Spook's gonna yell. Am I within, like, talking range? I actually don't know where I'm standing for this.
Do you have thaumaturgy?
You guys are about, except for Olive, who is like right in the window. You guys are like 20 to 25 feet away from the building.
Instead of useful cantrips, I pick things like guidance and light and sacred flame.
Those are useful.
Those are useful. Thaumaturgy
I know.
just makes your voice loud and you can blow windows
Oh, I
open.
know. I read it the other day and I was like, oh man, that'd be really cool. Anyway, Spook's gonna yell, wait! We only want the safe release of the prisoners. And we will not harm any more of you.
Well, then you want what ain't gonna happen. Look, you can leave now, or you can clean up a lot of dead bodies.
It's a
Spook's
convincing
looking
argument.
Spook's looking
Whisper.
around.
What if we leave? She didn't say we have to promise not to come back.
True. I mean,
Okay,
we have to walk all the way back here. No?
if we leave, do you promise to spare their lives?
I'm more likely to once you're gone.
Okay. Then we'll leave.
And if I ever see you again, they're all dying.
Greg rolls their eyes.
Spoot's going to motion that everyone take a step back out of earshot.
Yeah, like you have to shout to have this conversation.
Oh, then we don't have to go very far when I motion.
Well, I have to climb out of the hedge.
I'm assuming you have rejoined your friends at this point.
Okay.
They'll have to come out eventually. Perhaps the best option is to lay low and hope that reinforcements don't come and deal with that situation.
Seems unlikely.
It is in their best interest not to kill everyone, really, because the idea is that they are using these people for labor, no?
Yeah, let's go hide in the woods, watch the town. Come back tomorrow and fuck them up.
So sure they care that much about the townspeople.
So it's
I mean,
been
Profit.
sure,
It's all
they're
about
using some-
profit.
They're using some of them for labor, but there's a whole lot of townspeople here that can't labor. I mean, it's not like they've taken over an army that they're using for labor. They've taken over a
I
town
will
with
also
small-
point out that you have
small
not found
children.
any children yet. Which means that if they do have them, they're somewhere else.
Oh, that's an interesting thought.
children, there's old people.
Are there? I didn't see any.
Well,
we're
in
not
the
sure
town
we-
there were. Where they are now, I don't know.
We're not sure we've even found everyone.
But you know, it's a normal town. There's a range of peoples.
Maybe we can take that short rest and leave someone to watch any movement leaving the tavern.
I feel like that's risky. Let's leave, like leaving one person behind in a town full of bandits.
I don't mean behind. Maybe we can go back and rest back in the town hall. I'll be honest, I'm not having any better ideas because as much as I'd love to kill all those bandits right now, I don't want to harm anyone, and it seems like any action we take may put them in danger.
Listen, I say we.
The voice
if we're
calls
really
out
gonna-
again towards out of the window. If you aren't gone out of this town in the next 20 minutes, these people start dying.
Yeah, I don't see any reason to stick around unless we're just gonna go in and kill them. But if you're trying to save the townspeople, Spoot, we just leave town.
I'm not sure that actually saves anybody. That just means we don't see them kill them.
We could come back.
We can stay and watch them die right now by attacking them. I'm really okay with that. But we could also leave, wait, be better prepared.
I mean,
How
now
big
we
is this tavern?
Sorry?
How big is this tavern?
Quick look at it. It's probably maybe like 60 by 40 in the without the little annex, maybe. Actually, it's smaller than that. It's maybe like 50 by 40 without the annex. The annex is probably about like 20 by 20. It's not a very large building. Like it's designed just to be the tavern for the town, which is not super large. It is not expansive. And there's a little barn off to one side.
Spoot, you two look really upset every time Defect and I suggest we just go kill the bandits and don't care about the civilians. So, you know, I guess the only choice is to leave, and then we can worry about killing the bandits tomorrow. But maybe we can kill some on the way out. You know, you never know what we'll encounter.
Those are my friends in there.
Yeah, so let's go. We'll leave. And come back. Or we can just go in and try to save them now, and some of them might die. Some of them might die either way.
Will die.
Yeah, you have been told that this woman in charge of them is cruel and vindictive and psychotic and all these horrible things.
She's a psycho-sadist either way, so,
But also, if there's a lot of them in there, I don't know how many we have left in us to kill, because they're kind of tough.
Did I get to see anything about numbers while I was getting shot with the crossbow?
Nope. You have no idea. You got shot with a crossbow and then just blindly cast a spell that had results.
The only thing I can offer right now is to, if we decide to attack, I still have access to my guardian spirits. And I could tell them to only to hurt those that are the bandits.
That's a good one.
I can still conjure some animals.
I was going to use that in case we needed to escape, but if this is the bulk of the enemies, it may be worth it. I'm not sure how they're going to know if we've left town or not. Unless
I mean,
somebody...
I could just open a portal and we leave. They can see that.
Well, can they see us now? Well, what if we just make like
They
we're
can
leaving?
see us out the window and then...
Yeah, there are multiple windows in the building, so they're probably
Well,
at least watching you out of one of them.
Sure. Well, for now, what if we just go out of sight?
What if we
Let's
just
leave.
walk away and then circle back and then break a hole in the back of the wall of the tavern and throw alchemist's fire, and then they burn while we're escorting the civilians out?
What if I conjured something small and poisonous in there? Told
That
it
would
just to...
attack the townsfolk.
Yeah, whatever we do, they're gonna attack them. Either we leave and we think that they're not gonna attack them, except maybe for fun, because apparently she's psycho, and then we come back when we can, or we like don't leave and we get in a fight right now. I'm happy to do some killing.
I think the only thing to do is to put it to a vote. There's no way one of us can decide this for everyone.
I
I
don't
just
think leave...
see not all of us coming back, probably, if we fight them right now, with the condition we're in.
But if
3,
we
2, 1.
leave, wait, right now we know where they are. If we leave, then we don't know where they are, and we're back to outside the gate. Fighting our
They'll
way back in.
know.
And
They're
you
not
do
gonna
know there
change up
are
that much.
others, like, you know there's got to be other patrols that you avoided. There were definitely people on the docks, and there were definitely people
Yeah.
farming. So, like,
Right.
they definitely have some more numbers that they could use to bolster, and they could just guard everybody and keep them all in one spot, just continuously, only have more power with them later. I mean, you guys are totally able to leave now and come back at a later date, but they will have just as much time to prepare things if you do.
3, 2, 1.
Sigh.
Type kill in the chat if you want to kill.
Yeah. So you all have a choice. You have been given an ultimatum to leave town or not to leave town, and then stuff's gonna happen. What that stuff is, who knows?
Well, I don't
If
think
we-
Defect can get angry like that anymore.
No.
Boot's almost out of healing. Grig, you said you're low on magic too. I have no healing abilities. And Olive can't turn into animals. We're running below half right now on everything. Do you really think we can survive this fight?
I don't care. I just want to kill him. Amber says leave. Grig is gonna be game for whatever because doesn't care who dies. Bandits or civilians, doesn't matter.
Honestly, we can either come back. We rescued Olive. This is not something that we can take down on our own. At least not right now.
Hey, let's go. See ya, crazy lady.
Yeah,
should-
are you all departing?
We could just
Yes.
come back tomorrow. Even if they can arrange, then we'll be at firepower. I mean, really, we took out how many of them? Like 15 today? And if they're all in one place, then I bet we could get them. And even if they're not all in one place, then we keep picking at them, and then they keep getting mad, and then eventually somebody's gonna get hurt. But they were already getting hurt more or less.
I mean, are we gonna run into more patrols trying to leave this town, though?
It's possible.
The ones we did save, should we bring them with us?
I can open a portal for a minute, and we can evacuate as many people as we can to Red Sand.
But if we keep them with us, perhaps they can help us formulate a battle plan.
The people that you have saved include a acolyte of Palor, who may be useful, 2 very beaten, exhausted individuals who owned this tavern, and 2 halflings who are just farmers. Those are who you have saved.
Bodies can help. Halflings can be sneaky.
Well, do you want to just leave the town, or do you want to go back home?
I'm not done with these fools.
I think Red
I'm not
Sand's
either,
too
but
far
I
away.
don't want to die.
Then let's go and take a rest. Come on. Greg
Yes.
starts walking. And just yells, "Bye, crazy lady!"
I
Okay.
don't know if we can leave the town with the villagers, though.
Olive does not want to leave the villagers behind.
Spoot is very, very much questioning the meaning behind the feeling he got earlier after his prayer. He very much does not want to kill people.
Yeah, you're in a tough spot. You don't know if these red crows are going to kill people out of spite. You don't know if they're going to not harm individuals once you're gone. You don't know anything about them. You don't know what they're going to do. And if you leave, you don't know what they may or may not prepare. You know that you can get yourselves back up and get all your resources back. But what they decide to do in that same amount of time is questionable.
That's true, and
Also
I'm
don't
very.
have to be gone very long.
That's true, too. We could try to, how do we feel about trying to take a short rest but leave someone watching to see kind of movement that's going on? I could watch. I could stand watch maybe out of sight or something, or out of their sight.
Yeah, so you're all like throwing these conversations around really quick. You hear the voice again. You got 5 minutes.
Let's just go. Let's just start walking and see what happens.
Yeah, that's fair. If nothing else, we can regroup back with Susan.
Where are we going? Are we leaving town, or are we just going back to the town hall?
We're leaving their site right now. We need to at least make it look like we're leaving town, and then what we decide after that.
Cool. Why doesn't everybody give me a perception check real quick? As you look back at the tavern.
Yeah, I don't know how many of them are watching us, but
Okay, Spoot, you immediately spot what appears to be an elf with a longbow hiding against the upper window with arrows knocked. Like keeping tabs on you. You also see a shorter shadowed figure behind that individual that you can't really make out details for.
there are more bodies upstairs, I say, and I'm gonna kind of like casually nod my head.
From the side of it, you are pretty sure that the person with the longbow is like watching you, like they are training you and reporting to whoever is behind them.
This is maybe a shot in the dark. Would I have been able to determine if the voice that's been talking to us came from the upper level or the lower level?
It's been coming from the bottom level.
Okay. There may be more bodies in there than we thought. There's definitely people upstairs. I think for now we need to get out of their sight before their time limit runs up. Let's move back
Let's
to town
go.
hall.
All right.
Are we in
So-
agreement to go back to town hall? Or whatever the...
Sure.
We've already taken too long. Let's go.
Okay, fine, but Olive
We're not
doesn't
gonna
like it.
make their time limit of being out of town and
yeah, unless we start now.
Yeah, you're gonna have to like huff it to get out of town in time.
the
I mean, we
We've-
don't have to.
That's true, but we do have to get it out of their sight, is what I'm thinking, because how are they
Yeah,
gonna
let's
know?
go. We're walking.
How are they gonna know? I see the guy watching us, so we just gotta get out of his sight. Can I like navigate us to a point where
Where you lose
Yeah,
sight of him? Sure, you can do that.
Yeah.
So you get out of sight, and shortly thereafter, you all,
Hear
Adis,
screams.
you notice something up in the air.
I look up.
Yeah, it is a familiar shape. It appears to be a hippogriff up in the air.
There's something up in the sky watching us.
friend or foe?
Same birds that attacked us last time outside that cave.
Go make a wisdom check for me, Adis.
Just
Isn't
a
hot.
wisdom check?
Yep.
Just like, okay. Gross. Oh, that's not bad.
So
That's very
a 23 wisdom check, Adis. You got good eyesight. You were able to tell that this thing was like flying. You heard it getting up there. You heard it making altitude. The reason you were able to pick it up was because you heard someone talking to it. And it clicks in your mind that that hippogriff has a rider.
There's someone riding the hippogriff. So they're probably watching us get out of town. So we have to leave town or we can all stay here and die.
Wow,
We may
they
not all die.
They have hippogriffs. Wow.
Or they at least have one.
Oh boy. I think we should
Keep
hoof it
walking.
together. Yeah. Let's make for the gate.
All right. So you
Somebody-
all book it towards the gate. The hippogriff, rather, does indeed follow you high up and watches your progress. And as you are running out, you can see that there are villagers being brought towards the gates and shoved off to the sides out of your way by red crows who have weapons drawn.
How many people? Like, can we count?
Yeah, there's
Counting for
a
sure.
good like 8 or so people, you think, in this group, with about 5 red crows who all have weapons drawn, not aggressively towards you, but like they have daggers and scimitars and crossbows aimed at the people that they have in their custody. As they are watching you, and the rider on the hippogriff has like come down, so they seem to understand that this means something. And you all exit the gate, and after you exit the gate, you hear a loud and like the locking of the gate, essentially like you hear a big bar put in place.
This was a bad idea.
And the
Didn't have much
and the
choice.
hippogriff like spirals up and like lets out this weird caw that like echoes for miles, and turns around and and it flies back over the town, descending as it goes. You do notice that the hippogriff has like red wings.
Is that unusual?
It's-
Oh, red
it is-
crows.
It is not the most common color of a hippogriff, but it does indeed have red wings. And so you are outside of the gate of South Bend, having been ousted by those you attempted to oust, leaving behind those you had freed before.
I don't like this at all. We should have stayed.
We
What would that have
spent too long
accomplished?
talking to do anything creative, so
There are people in there.
There are people, and but we might have also accounted under the dead bodies because, again, we don't have too much we can do, like we began with. I mean, you were unconscious just like 40 minutes ago.
Olive is not prepared to be rational about this.
it's valid.
Yeah.
Well, let's go camp.
All right. You all set off towards that promontory or wherever in the woods, kind of out of sight, away from the town. And I would like you to make perception checks as you kind of look out over the town from where you are. All right, cool.
Defect. Nice.
All right, defect with a natural 20. Defect and Adis. You can definitely see that now that you kind of have a better layout of the town and you kind of know which buildings are what, you can't make out detail from this distance, but you can see that a group of individuals heads towards the town hall, and a few moments later comes back, pushing a smaller group of people in front of them, all heading towards the tavern. And the groups of people that were being held or led from the farms or from the docks are all being migrated towards the tavern.
I feel like we should have at least maybe sent the people in the town hall through the portal. I could have at least saved them.
We only get one portal.
We took too long.
Yep.
So you set up camp, you nestle in with the tent.
Do we see anything happening throughout the evening to the town?
The only lights that you see in the town are in the tavern. And you can't make out detail from this distance. It's a good, about almost a mile away. You could see that they were moved, but you can't make out details.
Gotcha.
But there's just that one light source of the tavern. And each of you in turn, taking your watch, the lights in the tavern never go out. And as the sun rises, that's where we will end tonight's session. Hopefully dawning on a new day. And maybe a new chance to vindicate yourselves and save the town of Southbrook.
Is that a long rest then?
Yep, you've all gotten a long rest. So you have your hit points, you have your abilities, and maybe you have some townsfolk left to save. We'll have to find out next week on Nuuli Forged. Woo!
What a downer.
Dark.
Yeah, we end this week on a dark note, everybody. Sometimes that's the game. Sometimes that's the dice roll.
Yeah.
But next week, redemption. Yes?
Maybe?
Depends on how you set it up, right, Jared?
Hey, they have had just as much time as you have had, so who knows?
If there's not redemption next week,
who knows what
Spoot is no longer a cleric. I'm going to call it. I'm switching.
Barbarian.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's something we can address, next week. If Spoot has specific things he wants to do during that long rest, he can have done them. Or prayers he wants to make and whatnot.
Can switch oaths, but I don't know. Can clerics switch domains?
Yeah.
Can they just sit and be fishermen?
If their god has the domain, they can switch domains.
Oh, okay.
All part of Tasha's cauldron.
Oh, I didn't see that part of it. That's cute.
Yeah, I think it's similar to like fighters when they gain new abilities from their domain. I think when they get like a domain ability, they could swap out their domain. I think. I'd have to double check, but I think that's true.
Interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, that is a rough night. Rough night. Not gonna lie. So good job, everybody. You did the best in a tough situation where you let people know and then you let people get away, and they got away with info.
Well, you should have killed them.
Hey, saving innocent lives is not a bad thing.
No, it's like
Yeah.
killing that last bandit
True.
Weirdly enough, Spoot would
and
have
kill the
probably have
bandits
let you
guarding the
kill
room.
him in battle, but trying to kill him as we like promised him to escape, conflicted with him.
Yeah, I mean, you were put in a very, very difficult choice. I mean, they were holding hostages, and from what you could tell, they were willing to sacrifice those hostages if you were aggressive towards them.
I mean, truthfully, we had nothing. I was at a third of my health, no rage. I would have went down.
Yeah.
I mean, that's also a
Angry.
risk, You don't know what they have in there. You don't know the capabilities of who else might be in there. It's a rough scenario.
I felt okay until that last battle we had at the town hall. And
Yeah.
if the tavern was going to be bigger than that, which it's safe to assume that it would be, because the people from the town hall left and joined them, then I feel very confident in saying, as a player, we would probably have not done very well.
Wants to stay alive. Olive is really pissed off that they have her friends in there.
Well,
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Olive made choices, just like all of us did, and we're
Yeah.
in a pickle.
Yeah.
I mean, as well as because Olive got captured, they got alerted to something unusual, and then our terrible checks at the gate to try
Yeah.
to deceive our way in didn't do shit.
No,
I will say your checks at the gate, you were trying to convince people who know everyone in their organization that you somehow had the right to talk to the higher ups. So it was already a very difficult DC, and then the checks just did not go in your favor.
We weren't saying we were part of their organization, just
No.
that we were.
Yeah, they had no reason to
Oh.
for you to think like anything happened. They were like, "Who are these people? Why would they show up? This makes no sense." Is what was going through their brains. But we will have to find out what happens next week on Nuuli Forged, and see how you all face whatever they're going to do. Which means I have to figure out what they're going to do, because I don't know what they're going to do. This has changed the dynamic and the landscape of this proceeding. So,
Boom.
well, let's wrap it up here, folks. Let's go around and say some goodbyes. Plug anything if you want to plug something. Let's start down with Tanner this week. Go ahead,
Jesus.
Adis.
I mean, there's no plugs. I'm Tanner. Thanks for watching, as usual.
All right, and Olive.
Oh, hey, thanks y'all for watching. Stay home, stay safe, wear a mask. See you next week.
All right, and Greg.
And me. Thanks, I'm Amber/Greg. How do y'all deal with party paralysis? But also, Cirkworks, CIRK Works on Etsy is restocked. Get your fancy leather, dice, and/or other things handmade bag.
Nice. Defect.
Good night. Thanks for watching. Come back next week to see if we're happy or.
Yeah, okay. And Spoot.
Hi, thanks for watching. Matt playing Spoot, the cleric with the least amount of confidence imaginable. And let's see how this week. You have
A
to come back now.
cleric with an existential crisis on his
I
hands.
know, you poor thing.
Yeah,
I've broken you.
It's going to be amazing. Thank you all for watching. I'm Jared. I am your Dungeon Master here on Newly Forged. You can catch Matt and I's podcast, Mid-Level Adventurers, on wherever you find your favorite podcasts. You can check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Newly Forged. You can check out our past episodes on YouTube, Newly Forged on YouTube. Everything's Newly Forged. Just happened to work that way, which is great. So check that out. Check us out. We're going to do a little raid on Dungeon Scrawlers. And that's it. We'll see you next week where hopefully everything will be way better. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye, all.
Bye.